your life.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, a.k.a. Mazuma TV. Back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're going to be speaking about our reaction to Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios' press conference. We're going to get into the Andy Cruz versus Raymond Muratalla face-off as well. And then, if we have time, because I ain't gonna lie, probably the majority of this live going to be about Ryan Garcia and Barrios' press conference. We're going to get into the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez keys to victory. You see what I'm saying? But before we get into that, if y'all could please hit the like button on the way in, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,300 mark, about to hit the 3,400 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation in the mob for making this possible. And I know y'all probably having a shit ton of questions right now, just looking at the background. This background don't look too familiar, but if you're a day one, then you would see that this background is pretty familiar. I am at my mother's house right now. Unfortunately, we have some situation going on with our apartment in terms of a power outage. So because of that, you know what I'm saying? Probably for the night, we just gonna have to wait until Pico go ahead and do their thing, you know, get the electric back up and running so we can go ahead and go about our lives. You feel what I'm saying? So for the meantime, we're going to be kicking it at Mom Duke's crib. Shout out to the mom. Shout out to my mom for, you know, giving me somewhere warm to stay. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you having an all-electric apartment and shit and that electricity go out, the apartment basically useless and unlivable, to be honest with you. So this is my long distance. This is my long distance wife. She's at her family's house while I'm at mine, you know. It's just so sad to see her so far away.
You're not sad.
She's right, I'm not.
You're actually so happy right now to be away from me.
That is not true.
It's very true. You look so happy and haven't seen you this happy since.
I'm just hold on, just give me 1 second, okay? She may have a point. She may have a point. I was just letting them know that it is not true. Anyways, yo, y'all niggas wildin'. No, sir, I am not single for the night. Let's not be messy and get me in trouble at home because, you know, my electricity is coming back on. So I would like to be in a pleasant home when I come back. So let's not do that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say who said it. I'm not a snitch. But I am not. That is false assumptions. Not cool. You should be reprimanded for that. Totally disrespectful. She did break up with me until our electricity comes back on, though. So, you know, until then, Mark, when the bitch is coming through? What is going on? Millennial, can you get on the chat room and correct these people, please? They are trying to get me in trouble, and I am not with the shenanigans. Sounds like she really doesn't care. Well, excuse the fuck out of me. Anyways, shout out to everybody that's in the building. My boy Lorenzo in the building. Chris Maldonado, what up? Justin Jackson, Marissa is in the building. My boy Coffee Plant talking about free Mark. Damn, why you act like I'm in jail or something, nigga? You see that microwave behind me? You don't see microwaves in jail, nigga. God damn. King of Brooklyn, what up? Tricks. What's going on? Mr. Big Play Bray is in the motherfucking building. What up, brother? Take their wrenches away now. Banned. Shout out to the baby. Millennia Rosa. Millennia Rosa. Yeah, I mean, we gonna get married in Vegas. We're gonna be out there, motherfucker, like. Right, babe? That's gonna be our dance. We out that bitch bugging, you heard? We getting married in Vegas. You know what? Never mind. Fuck out of here. We're gonna go to City Hall with it. Fuck you talking about.
That's fine too.
No. It's not fine. It's not fine. You're stepping on my fucking toes. You should have just went with the damn dance. That's what wives do.
Oh my God.
The hell is your problem?
That's all you dance like that.
Mute yourself.
Okay.
God damn it. Is the mob invited? Abso-fucking-lutely.
No, not those two guys.
Oh, well, Jay, you can't go then. I'm sorry. No, I'm putting my foot down. My motherfucking boy Justin going, God damn it. He going. Who else said that? Chris Maldonado, he going. You ain't about to tell me who the hell I bring to. I can't tell you who you gonna bring to the motherfucking wedding. You can't tell me who I'm gonna bring to this wedding. What you a motherfucking Bridezilla? Man, get your ass up out of here with that goofy shit, nigga. That's on this. That's on this. You know what this is?
You might as well just marry them then.
Who?
Yeah.
I might as well marry the internet.
You sound about.
How many holes does the internet have?
Okay.
Mark Crippen. What are you talking about, Crippen? I have no idea what that is. Justin asks if he can ordain us. No. She doesn't seem too enthusiastic about our wedding anymore. Thanks, guys. Fucking pieces of shit. You guys are detrimental to my life. You guys are ruining what I have going on outside of my life. Just want you to know that. Fucking horrible. This is very ghetto. You niggas don't send enough super chats to be ruining my life. God damn it. Yo, this nigga. Yo, Chris, you have to go. You have to go. You're like you're being a fucking. This nigga said, "Fuck me, no wedding gift." All right, man. Let's get to this boxing talk, man, because y'all are starting to fucking grind my gears out this bitch. Anyways, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well with their lives. This is Marcus Rosa reporting from Mazuma TV. We're going to get into some fantastic topics today, man. We're going to speak about the drug cheat, the Ostarine user, the syringe abuser, Ryan Garcia going up against the long-nosed bandit, El Azteca, Mario Barrios. It's going down February 21st, press conference. Things seem to get a little bit heated. Ryan Garcia with his former trainer, former colleague, former, guess you would say, OG. It's a bit of tension in the air right now tonight, y'all. Not gonna lie. Mario Barrios, I think he picked Joe Goosen strategically. I think there's a little bit of psychological warfare going on in these streets. If I ain't tripping, let me know in the chat. Type facts. Type facts if you think Mario Barrios chose him strategically. Or did he just pick him because Joe Goosen is a terrific trainer and he's heavily associated with the PBC, and that just so happens who Mario Barrios is associated with? Let me know. But regardless, the press conference was on. It was popping. I'm not going to say popping. I think that's a little bit too much of a I think that's a bit exaggerated. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a bit exaggerated. But there was definitely some tension in the room. Actually seeing Mario Barrios get a little bit out of character, man. He seems to be a humble dude. You know what I mean? Just be about his work. And regardless of the outcome, he seems to be quite level-headed. In this situation right here, Mario Barrios seems to be fed up with Ryan Garcia. And he seems to be extremely confident going into this Ryan Garcia fight. Now, what can make Mario Barrios that confident? Is it his preparation? Is it the people that he has around him who totally understand Ryan Garcia like the back of their hand? Because Ryan Garcia did come out and said that the mole in his camp was Joe Goosen. So Joe Goosen obviously knows enough to possibly get him another loss. Because according to Ryan Garcia, Joe Goosen is who played a part in giving him his first loss against Gervonta Davis. Regardless, Mario Barrios seems a bit confident. We don't know why. It could be the preparation. Maybe it's the people that he has behind him. Or it could be Ryan Garcia's lack of preparation. You see what I'm saying? Because when we're looking at we can't do the proper accent. All stream. Man, Chris, fuck you. Is that ghetto enough for you, pal? Go fuck yourself, nigga. How about that? And if you want to pull up, come see me, nigga. And you're gonna see you're gonna get a proper ass whooping. And that's on cuz. Bella Faith, I gotta talk to you. You on my shit list, first of all. Yeah, you missed the live yesterday, but you on my shit list today, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, Bella. For everybody that was in the chat yesterday, let her know. You thought I forgot. Damn. My memory ain't as good as it used to be, goddamn it, but it's good. It's great tonight. She said, "Oh, let me know." Oh, we gonna let you know. Let me sip on this blue Gatorade. Tell him, babe. Tell him, babe. Said, tell him, babe. What's this? What's this? She ain't got no red for me. I got her sick over the phone. Imagine what I do to her in person, y'all. She don't want to talk. Give me the silent treatment. Anyways, you said I bet it's some BS. Nah, Bella Faith. So we actually did a reaction to the debate that I had did with that the long chin nigga, Crimson Chin, K-Ho 86. And I saw you in the comments actually agreeing with K-Ho. What happened, Bella? You switched up on your boy? You switched up on your boy, Bella? Because you knew he was dead wrong, man. That was an easy debate. That was an easy debate, Bella. How you going to take K-Ho's side? That was easy work. That was a body bag. That was 120, 108 on all scorecards, man. Probably would have knocked down. It was probably 120, 106, Bella. Come on, man. That was like Bacoli. That was like Bacoli, Jared Anderson, man. What we talking about? Boxing Wiz said, do I like Cruz or Muratalla? I actually like, and I've been waiting for somebody to ask me this question too. It just seems like there's not a lot of interest around this fight for some reason, which is crazy to me because Andy Cruz is like one of the most talked about, up and coming people in the game right now. You got Raymond Muratalla, who just became champion at lightweight. Two young guys, relatively in their prime, I guess you would say, going up against each other. It's not really getting the publicity that it deserves for real. Actually has a great co-main event with Justy Hart and Khalil Coe. We got two Philly trainers, Rasheem Jefferson versus Greg Hackett, going up against each other. I got to bring Greg Hackett on the channel. I got to bring Rasheem Jefferson on the channel, y'all. Wouldn't it be dope if I brought both of them on at the same time? Is that something that I should do, y'all? Is that something that I should do, y'all? Let me know. I would love that. I think that's a brilliant idea. I just came up with that. That was just a superior level of that was like a superior level stream of consciousness that I just displayed to the people. You see what I'm saying? I think I should try to get that done. But if I can't get it done, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to bring them on one at a time. I already got the confirmation from Rasheem Jefferson. We just got to figure out a time. I know Rasheem Jefferson real well. He kicked my ass in sparring a few years back. If y'all know, y'all know. Then we got Greg Hackett, who, we did a couple interviews together, so I don't see why not. That's something that I want to work on. Dr. Umar sounded as, no, we just both from Philly, brother. Let's not get that misconstrued. I fuck with Dr. Well, I used to fuck with Dr. Umar, but I don't fuck with deadbeats. That's a different subject, though. Anyways, back to the Cruz and Raymond Muratalla question, because I did get that asked by Boxing Wiz, I believe, asked that question. I actually have Andy Cruz winning this fight, and it's not necessarily because Raymond Muratalla is ass or he doesn't have what it takes. He got some sneaky power. We see Andy Cruz get rocked before previously in one of his previous fights and stuff like that. So this isn't unachievable on Raymond Muratalla's part. You know what I'm saying? And I've been wrong before, so who's to say I wouldn't be wrong again? However, I do see some flaws in Raymond Muratalla's defense that I feel like somebody as crafty as Andy Cruz could capitalize on. I feel like, and this is just something that I see, and I think this is going to play a determining factor in the fight unless they change it in training camp. Raymond Muratalla, he stays on the center line a little bit too much for my liking. You know what I mean? He's really good at avoiding the first punch, but when it seems like when people punch, when people throw straight shots and combinations, you always seem to pick Raymond Muratalla off, and it's pretty much because his feet pretty much get stuck in the mud and he doesn't turn. You know what I mean? After he avoids that first shot, he doesn't turn. He stays stuck on the center line. And I feel like somebody like Andy Cruz, with the experience that he has, I think he's going to be able to pick up on that, and I think he's going to be able to make him pay for that. I know Andy Cruz has been getting phenomenal work in Philadelphia under Bozy Ennis. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they cooked up a beautiful game plan. So I really feel like this is a fight that Andy Cruz is going to win. I've seen that he was like a minus 270, with the bookies and stuff like that, man. So I don't know what they got Raymond Muratalla as. For those of y'all who gamble, please let me know what the percentages are on that. But I am picking Andy Cruz to beat Raymond Muratalla. I don't think he stops Raymond Muratalla. I think it's going to be I think Andy Cruz is going to be in control, but I think it's going to be competitive in spots. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Raymond Muratalla. I actually was a fan of him, coming up. But I do think that Tevin Farmer fight showed a lot about what he's missing in his game. You feel what I mean? Now, could he have learned from that situation? Yes. Does Andy Cruz necessarily fight like Tevin Farmer? No. But these guys are both slick, athletic guys who know how to box at a high level, in my opinion. And I think those similarities that both of them share, and to keep it real, both of their styles are Philly influenced. I feel like that's going to give Raymond Muratalla some problems, and I think Raymond Muratalla comes up short that night. You know what I'm saying? So Boxing Wiz say, I see Cruz at minus 285 right now and Muratalla at plus 225. So, these ain't crazy odds, man. These odds aren't even that far apart, to be honest with you. I think it's gonna be a great fight as well. Hustle, man. I think it's gonna be a really good fight. But regardless, yeah, man, I can't wait to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? But I want to really lock in on this whole situation with Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I see 21 people in the building, man. Let's get 21 likes. And let me go ahead and put this on subscriber only mode. Because like I said, if you ain't hold on. Like I said, my fault, y'all. If you're not subscribed to the channel, why would we care about what you guys say, man? It's really that simple. You feel what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I seen some clips, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all and act like I watched the whole press conference between Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? I did see that Barrios was talking a little spicy. I seen Ryan Garcia doing his little cornball antics and shit like that. But you guys are about to get my first genuine reaction to Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia, y'all. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button. Now, I'm going to ask y'all something. Should I watch the press conference highlights, or should I just watch the press conference in totality? Let me know. Bella Faith said, yeah, I'm taking Cruz and Co. Those are good picks. You know what I'm saying? I do think Jesse Hart is very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But he do got some mileage on the tank, you know what I'm saying? But he is still very much dangerous. He's significantly bigger than Khalil Cole. He has a devastating right hand, and he got some good finishing abilities too, man. He got some good power, and we seen Khalil Cole fall victim to guys who, were significantly bigger than him and had some, pop on their punches as well. But I'm not going to say a likelihood, but there's a chance that Jesse Hart may have lost a step, and he hasn't taken any significant fights since those tough fights with Joe Smith Jr. and Gilberto Ramirez to reassure us as boxer fans that he can still compete at a high level. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just what I see. Khalil Cole winning isn't necessarily far-fetched in my opinion, but I do acknowledge Jesse Hart as a threat. He is a threat. Shout out to the boy Jalil Aziz. with the $3 super sticker. I appreciate you very much. Always coming through and supporting, man. One of the biggest supporters of the channel, to be honest with you, man. Thank you very much. Go Birds and all that good shit. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Philly in the building. You know what I mean? My boy Rouse said, I tried to watch the press conference, but Ryan's so corny. He said, I turned from it. Damn. He is pretty corny though, man. Like a lot of people find him to be entertaining. And he's like that. You know what Ryan Garcia remind me of? And shout out to my boy Chris Maldonado. He went to high school with me. But he remind me of like that kid that, like, I'm gonna keep it real. My high school, right? It was like you had the black and the Puerto Rican brothers together chilling in one spot. Then you had the the white people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he like that one white boy that's recognized as like the cool kid by all the white people, but amongst us, we like, this nigga corny as shit. Like he's super extra. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, you cool over there. Like Ryan Garcia, like cool with the streamers and all that shit. But like over on this side, bro, we look at you as like a cornball. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what Ryan Garcia remind me of, is like that fucking uppity ass, weird kid that's just, he's deemed as like cool by a certain circle, but over here we like, y'all niggas really be joeing this nigga? He corny as shit. So that's what Ryan Garcia remind me of. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely corny as shit, but some people deem him to be cool. And the people that deem him to be cool, corny as shit too, 99.9% of the time. But anyways, let's get into this press conference, man. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen for the people to see. Shout out to my boy Des215. Philly definitely in the building. My boy Jalil Aziz in the building. Des215. We got Chris Maldonado. Philly in here heavy, man. Salute. Coffee plant. You know what I'm saying? He clean Philly. You feel what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Man. Let me go ahead and share the screen for the people to see. Let's hear this shit, man. Mind you, now, Ryan Garcia obviously isn't on the best terms with Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? Oscar De La Hoya just trying to get every last bit of money out this motherfucker before he walk up out them Golden Boy doors. You feel what I'm saying? So I think this is the reason why they was so, quick to make this fight happen. But, let's see. Let's see if there's any tension in the room, because I didn't get to watch it in its entirety. So let's see what's going on.
Babylon Theater, a historic live entertainment venue located at the world-famous intersection of Hollywood and Vine. Today, it is a Ring Magazine and Golden Boy Promotions takeover as one of boxing's most electrifying stars, Ryan Garcia, steps back into the spotlight, getting his second consecutive shot at the world title in a high-stakes battle on February 21st against WBC welterweight champion.
You know what I wanted to say real quick, because as he was walking out, I didn't even see his dad was beside him. Ryan Garcia's dad. I know Mario Barrios isn't the most dangerous fighter to step up against, especially at 147. A lot of people deem him as like one of the weakest, if not the weakest link in the division. I do think Crocker took Mario Barrios' place, but for a while, Mario Barrios was the weakest link, in my opinion. But can Henry Garcia handle the magnitude of this fight? How hands-on is he really with training? Because every time I see these training clips with Ryan Garcia, I don't see his dad. I don't see the nigga holding pads, a body shield. I don't see him by the bag while Ryan Garcia is punching it. Maybe I'm just not paying attention enough, but how is he gonna, rise to this moment? Is he gonna rise? Is he gonna crash and burn? This is something that's very interesting in my opinion, because a fucked up corner could really fuck up your chances of winning the fight, in my opinion.
Mario Barrios in what promises to be a thrilling showdown, live and exclusively on DAZN.
When I first found out that Joe was gonna go ahead and train Mario Barrios, I was taken back. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, well, what the heck's going on here? Why would a coach that trained my son all of a sudden turn around and train somebody else to go against my son? He told me a while back that he's done this in the past. He would train someone, then later on he would go against them. Again, I think it's not right, but maybe it's something he has to prove, or it's just an ego thing. But I also remember.
Hold on, bro. I was trying to let this shit play, y'all, but I'm listening to Ryan Garcia's dad right now, and the audacity for you to be trying to call out somebody as wrong for coaching against your son, to even question the man's ego. First of all, I love how when fighters do snake shit, they claim it's just business, but when trainers do things that are in their best interest, ego, arrogance, traitor, all these different words are being brought up. First of all, maybe if Ryan Garcia didn't hop dick to dick, trainer to trainer, if he had any sense of loyalty himself, he probably wouldn't have to worry about these type of situations. How many trainers has Ryan Garcia had within the last few fights? This man has literally had Eddie Reynoso, Joe Goosen, Derek James, just to run back to his daddy sack. So within a short amount of time, you've had 4 different trainers, and I'm probably missing some. Justin, I want to watch the highlights, brother, but I got to call this out. This is part of me providing content for my channel. If you just want to watch the highlights all the way through, go watch it on your own time. Just go watch it and come back. You feel what I'm saying? But the fact that he feels like Joe Goosen owes some type of loyalty to his son when his son hasn't showed him the same, it's very ironic to me and very hypocritical on y'all part. You see what I'm saying? How could you expecting Joe Goosen to give you guys some type of loyalty when y'all got up and left, when y'all took a loss to Gervonta Davis? Come on, bro. Like y'all left Joe Goosen in the dirt to just go ahead and go work with whoever y'all wanted to work with, Derek James, who y'all try to go back to Eddie Reynoso. So whatever the situation is, this is a business for Joe just as much as it is a business for you. So we about to sit here and act like it's all business for y'all, but it don't apply to him. He a snake. No, y'all the fucking snakes. And then you sitting here acting like Joe Goosen supposed to turn down money off of the strength of y'all. Who the fuck are y'all? Who the fuck are y'all? Do I think Joe Goosen did this maliciously? Absolutely not. But Joe Goosen got a family to feed. And Mario Barrios offered him a nice little bag to get him prepared for one of the biggest fights of his career. Why wouldn't he take it? Are y'all about to sit here and cover his tab? Are y'all going to give him money to not take the Mario Barrios fight? I highly doubt it. So who the fuck are y'all to question? Out of everybody in the sport of boxing, like, y'all the ones that's going to question somebody's ego? Your son, and look, and you see the victim mentality. See, this shit right here just confirmed where Ryan Garcia gets this victim's mentality from. Y'all see what I'm saying? This dude, Ryan Garcia, blames everybody in their mom for shit when it's him that's doing all of the bullshit. Right? He cries and moans and complains about this person doing that to him, and this person said this to him, and this person is. All they do is victimize themselves when they clearly are some of the biggest pieces of shit in the sport of boxing. You feel what I'm saying? So I see where he gets it from, and I've been telling y'all he must have got it from his parents, because no solid parents that instill accountability in their kids is going to allow Ryan Garcia to move like this. So this is where Ryan gets this bullshit from, and that's why I've been calling his parents enablers. I don't know much about his mom. I can't speak about him, but I can speak about this nigga with the toupee. You feel what I mean? I can speak about the nigga with the toupee. Y'all dudes have like this victim's mentality. Y'all got this thing where it's like the whole world doing y'all wrong and y'all can't do no wrong. And whenever y'all in fucked up situations, y'all want to be playing behind the Bible and shit like that. Y'all some of the biggest pieces of shit to walk this earth. And I know, and I grew up with motherfuckers. I had neighbors that was just like y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Play behind the Bible, play, you know, thank you, Jesus. And you talk behind the Bible and y'all get all these tattoos with crosses on y'all bodies and shit like that. But y'all don't follow a single word of what these motherfuckers be preaching in these churches. You feel me? That's the shit that I'll be noticing. But just off of this sequence alone, you could tell where Ryan gets that little bitch made behavior from. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Let's continue.
That he told me specifically that when Ryan is 100%, no one can beat him. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, Ryan is 100%.
Is he really? Is Ryan really 100%? I'm seeing this nigga punching transgenders with body shields on and sparring streamers and, you know, hitting pads in his kitchen. And is he really 100%? Because y'all claim to be, you know, focused 100%. And then when y'all come up short and y'all crying in the Sprinter van, y'all make 1,000,001 excuses for performing the way y'all did. So we can't really hold these motherfuckers to like they were. They're liars. Let's hear what Joe Goosen guys say.
Good to see Ryan and my old buddy Henry and Lupe, of course. Look, this is a little bit of a difficult situation. You know, you like your former fighter and your family and even Lupe, the attorney. But, you know, things change in boxing. And I got a call from Mario and his people and offered me the job. And of course I said yes, without a doubt. Who wouldn't want to train the welterweight champ of the world? And
how many trainers y'all know turning down working with a world champion? Like, they're in the business to get money just like the fighters, man. And Joe Goosen earned it. Joe Goosen, don't ever let these motherfuckers try to make you feel bad for making a business move, because they made it. They when they left you, I'm sure they claimed it was a business move. So go and get your money, brother. You are a legend. You've been a part of some of the biggest, most exciting fights that have ever come across the sport of boxing. Joe Goosen has been around. He earned his stripes. He can move however the fuck he want to move. So don't ever be having these goofy motherfuckers who ain't never won a world title or do no significant shit in boxing tell you how you should move and question certain things about you. Fuck them. Fuck they talking about.
But again, like I say, things can get a little awkward, and you know, I had a great time with Ryan, and I know he's going to be in great shape. I know that. Ryan's going to bring 100%, as Henry said. And we're looking to bring 120%. And I can't wait to come out on top. That's our goal. Thank you for the time we had together, guys. And I know it's going to be a great fight. I know you're working hard.
How could you, Joe? That's messed up.
Pardon?
I said, how could you? That's messed up.
What's messed up?
You know what I said? I mean, just can't believe you're doing this to me. That's insane. You hurt my heart.
Well, I'm still not doing
you broke my heart. It's over. It's over. We're done.
Again?
Nigga said again? Listen. Yeah, son, we've been on for about a half hour, brother. You are a little bit late. But he's clearly trolling. He's trying to make it sound like an actual breakup. He's trying to be funny, but I mean, like I said, this type of humor is only funny to a certain demographic. And I ain't even talking about race. I'm talking about personality. And that's corny motherfuckers.
We're done. Yeah, I'm breaking up with you again.
Now, how did I do that?
You just broke my heart. Just move on.
All right. Well, I thought I was being.
No, you were being sweet.
I thought I was being courteous and generous, and that's what I'm trying to be here. And I hope you don't take offense to it.
It's cool.
Because I don't ever want to offend fighters. I love what I do.
I'm offended. Too late. I'm offended.
You what?
I'm offended already. I'm hurt.
All right, good.
I'm offended, hurt.
He said, all right, good. Joe don't give a fuck, bro. The only thing that's bothering me is that Joe feels like he has to plead his case, I would have to say a motherfucking word to him. Fuck him. Cause you ain't give a fuck about me when you left me. So why you want me to care about me training against you? Fuck out of here. Welcome to the game, nigga.
All that.
All right. Okay. Well, look, I mean, I'm still not following it exactly, but all I can do is try to be gracious to you. Okay.
I get it.
And I got to support my guy, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm here 120% for Mario Barrios.
Last but not least, though, I gotta thank the WBC. Yeah, WBC, man. I can't thank y'all enough. The WBC, I love the WBC. Like, you got no idea how much I love the WBC. I love the WBC.
Look at Oscar De La Hoya. Corny as shit. Just condoning the fuck shit. But, I ain't gonna lie. If I was Ryan Garcia, I'd be thanking the WBC too. Because only the WBC would fucking take somebody who they have, suspended indefinitely at one point in time for being a fucking racist. Only they would be so money hungry that they would take this guy who 2 fights ago tested positive for performance enhancement drugs, come off of a year ban to go ahead and fight Rolly Romero, who everybody thought Rolly was going to lose to, fucks around and get one of the biggest upsets of the year. And so with that being said, within Ryan Garcia's last 2 fights, he's literally 0-1-1, 0 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest. Just to fuck around and get a world title shot at the beginning of 2026? You got, if you Ryan, you got to think WBC because they're the only ones who would be willing to give you that opportunity for another world title. Only motherfuckers who are as corrupt as the WBC, as money hungry as the WBC, would be willing to do shit like this. Like the WBA gave you a shot. I think they was dead wrong for that too. But the at least the WBA, gave him an opportunity, coming off of a no contest. You feel what I'm saying? The WBC is giving him an opportunity off of a loss, a terrible loss at that. Not a competitive fight. He got knocked down, went into survival mode, refused to engage. The shit that y'all be calling Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney being scared and running, that's what Ryan Garcia did. And he went out like a hoe. Crying in his sprinter and like crying like Lomachenko like this. In his fucking sprinter van. And then made all the excuses in the world to try to make himself feel better, to, soothe his ego. And you got the nerve to be calling Joe Goosen like egotistical, bro. That's a fucking legend right there. Who put himself in the position of, be a part of these big fights by giving this sport blood, sweat, and tears for, I don't know how shit, like what? Well over 2 decades? Come on, man.
I love the WC. There they are. WBC. Woo! Yeah. What? Whatever. WBC, yeah.
That nigga thought he was about to get the crowd going. He really thought them bitches was going to have the crowd going crazy. Like, oh my God. Not the blondes. The crowd goes mild, dickhead. Fuck is you talking about? You swear they was gonna go crazy. That's why he was salty as shit. He looked for the reaction. He was like, whatever. Because you just spent a couple dollars for that one bitch to hold up the W, the other one to hold the B, and the other one to hold the C. You probably paid a rack or two to get them to come up on stage and do that shit just for you to get 0 reaction. So this is Ryan Garcia trying to be a showman right now. You know what I mean? But he ain't got the drugs in his system right now for what we know. So like he's trying to give you all this energy and all this, but bro, it's not the same, brother. It's not the same. The jig is up. People know what you about. We not believing in you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So he trying to go viral. He trying to get some, he trying to get some clicks and try to get people to go crazy. Oh my God, Ryan Garcia's back. And it's like, you trying too hard, brother. You trying too hard. Like all the antics and the attempting to go viral, actions you taking, in these press conferences, bro, like people not believing in you no more, bro. The only way you're gonna get people on your side is if you perform how you're supposed to. And lately, you haven't been, unless you've been on some type of performance enhancement drugs. So yeah, that's how I take this situation. Super corny. The crowd, look, Pete, the crowd didn't even go crazy. They swore the crowd was gonna go crazy. Look, Ryan Garcia was like, whatever.
There they are. WBC. Woo! Yeah.
The loudest one.
Whatever. WBC, yeah. Nah.
Whatever.
Now, all jokes aside, guys, I'm ready to put a beating on somebody. I'm hungry, literally. I'm 154 right now. I'm ahead of schedule. Joe knows when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. So he knows that there's going to be a real fight. I just hope that you stop it, but I know Joe's not the type of guy to stop it. One thing I do want to mention, they got 3 guys that used to train me, not just Joe. This man called the Avengers. I call them the traitors. They got Wally, you got Justin Fortune, even though he was one time. We're not too, mad at him. But we do got some gifts for them. Everybody's probably wondering why I'm wearing a backpack.
Nobody was wondering why, Ryan. Nobody was sitting there during the press conference like, why is Ryan wearing a book bag? Oh my God, what is that on his shoulders? Nobody gave a fuck, Ryan. So this is him just doing another, just pulling out another gimmick to try to get people attention. This is what you call overcompensation, people. And after the shit that you just went through in your last fight, bro, people don't want to see you act the fool no more. People don't want to see you talk shit. People want to see you perform. You feel what I mean? But this is Ryan Garcia, who craves attention more than legacy. This is somebody who would rather go viral in the video rather than win a world title or put on a career best performance. Like, this is Ryan for you guys. This is what Ryan is like. This is what he loves. He loves to gain attention. He doesn't want to do what it takes to actually be great in the sport of boxing, even though the whole world wants you to be great. You know what I'm saying? Somebody by the name of Net Sav said people finna be punching the air, hella mad when he wins, crash outs incoming. Bro, don't nobody give a fuck about whether Ryan Garcia win or lose. It's Mario Barrios, bro. Like, it's Mario Barrios. I'm not sitting here, just so confident that Mario Barrios going to win. The nigga trash. The nigga's trash. I promise you won't get a fucking crash out from me, bro. I could care less. I could really care less. So it's like y'all want to see a drug cheat just succeed so bad, and y'all claim to be boxing fans. That shit is so ironic to me. But here we go. Let's see the next gimmick Ryan Garcia is gonna pull out. See, why is something we seeing right here, brother? You said absolutely no one. Yeah, ain't nobody was wondering what was in his book bag, bro.
You got a gift for me?
I do.
Oh, really? All right, there we go. Do I have to? What?
Oh, this one's for Wally, but we'll save that. We gotta go find Joe's first.
Oh boy.
Where's it
trainer, right?
Oh no, yeah.
Right.
You are right. Good predictive programming.
I hope.
The trader.
Joe Goosen already knew what he was going to do, bro. He was like, "Is it I'm a trader?"
We gotta go find Joe's first.
Oh boy.
Where's it
trainer, right?
Oh no, yeah.
Right.
You are right. Good predictive programming.
I hope.
He predicted the program because it was very predictable, brother. Not much thought into what you did.
The trader, Joe Goosen. There you go. There you go for you. Wally somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Joe Goose. He threw that shit right back. Pause. That was crazy. See, look at these niggas. Look at these niggas. Talk about a crash out. Talk about a crash out. Ryan is funny as fuck. He had a lot of entertain. He's a lot more entertaining than Devin, that's for sure. What you want me to do with that information, brother? Why are you trying to convince me that he's funny? If you got to convince a motherfucker that somebody's funny, it's probably because they ain't. You know, comedy sells itself. Entertainment sells itself. Being humorous sells itself. I ain't sold, nigga. I ain't. And I think you hate the fact that I'm not. Because you swinging from Ryan's sack all crazy. Your infatuation with another man has nothing to do with me, sir. You feel what I'm saying? The fact that you got a picture of Turkey Al-Sheikh as your profile picture lets me know that you are just accustomed to, you know, being invested into many men. It has nothing to do with me. I promise you that. So go ahead. Find them funny. But just because you find him funny don't mean that you need to just try to convince me of that. I don't find a motherfucker funny. It's really that simple. Slime already came at Bella, but she like, yeah, I mean, she shoulder rolled that John. She don't want to talk about that.
Man, I don't even know where you're at. All right, but I do got one last. Where did it go? One last little.
And for my last trick, that's how these niggas do. That's how these niggas do. And for my last trick, I'm gonna try one more time to go viral. So let me try this.
Thing for Mario. You know, it says, I don't even know where to go, Dad. Here it is. No, I was looking for the shirt. I threw the wrong shirt. Anyways, we did been doing some research for Mario. He fought Keith Thurman with 10-ounce gloves. We don't want that. We want 8-ounce.
What's that?
Keith Thurman, he fought him with 10-ounce gloves. We want 8-ounce. So we want to know what decision you're going to make. Are you going to do 8-ounce or 10-ounce? I want it 8. I want to go at it straight up.
Oh, 8.
We want the danger.
It's already determined. We already got our 8 ounces.
Okay.
Stupid ass. If it's a 147 contest, unless y'all agree to a different fucking glove size, it's automatically 8 ounces. Does this nigga Ryan box, bro? Because I'm pretty sure if it was 10-ounce gloves, it would have been stated in the contract. And like, because typically 147 and below, 8 ounces, unless something changed while I wasn't around. At 154 and up, it's 10-ounce gloves. Y'all fighting at 147 pounds. So unless the contract states different or both fighters or both parties agree to a different ounce in gloves, it's automatically 8 ounces. You peep that his next trick just backfired. He didn't have it because he was so busy trying to go viral that the nigga lost one of the shirts. Okay, cool.
So we doing 8?
Are you
Let's
kidding?
go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I know, but with Thurman.
No. Thurman, he fought 10.
With Thurman fought, it was.
He fought 10, right?
Who wanted that?
No.
Oh, Mario requested it.
I didn't request it. It was in the contract.
They fought with 10-ounce, Joe.
No, he said he didn't request it.
Okay, well, I don't know who requested, but we're doing 8 ounce. That's what we getting it down.
No,
with.
8.
We doing 8 ounce. I'm sorry, Mario. I forgot you. Oh, no, here you go, Mario.
Right.
There you go. 8 ounce or 10 ounce. He picked 8. So we're not even going to give it to him. Actually, you know what? You already made your decision.
All right.
God.
All right.
Oh, that's the receipt.
I mean, yeah.
Nigga, are we in elementary school? Like, what the fuck? Like, I remember niggas used to do that. Like, he's shaking, oh, got you. It's like, bro, these niggas grown at, like, this nigga's pushing 30. And then threw something at him, bro. Oh, man. This dude is, yeah, definitely on some cringy shit. But Mario, a laid back dude, he ain't going for the games, but it's like, this dude, bona fide corny. Bona fide corny.
You know, the fight set, February 21st. Y'all know what I bring every time I step in there. You know, they said that, that he's focused, that, that we're going to get a Ryan that's 100%. And, that makes me happy to hear. So, when I will on the 21st, there are going to be no excuses. But yeah, you know, like you said, y'all know what I get. I mean, y'all know what y'all get when I step in the ring. I don't quit on my knee. You know, I always, you know, go out there and
Andy said the same thing, literally line for line.
Anyways,
Ryan Haney said the same thing, and that happened to be the same nigga you cheated against. So there's that. If you ain't taking the knee, then you cheating. And then when you're not cheating and you're not taking the knee, you're losing.
He got it to work.
you're gonna get it. Like, for the boxing fans are gonna get a great fight, and you know, this ain't a fight that you guys want to miss. Thank you.
February 21st in Las Vegas, live on DAZN. And don't forget, next week in New York City, Ring 6 will be taking place. Teofimo Lopez against Shakur Stevenson.
Okay. Well, that was the highlights. I don't know if anything else happened outside of the live, but I'm not about to sit here and drag you guys through a 30, 40-minute press conference. We're not going to do that. But my overall take on the situation, man, and I'm going to definitely check in with the comments as well. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Shout out to the 43 people in the building. Y'all go ahead and hit the likes, y'all. You know, it was a typical press conference from Ryan Garcia, man. You know, and it wasn't like the one that he had against Rolly Romero where he was just playing it, you know, trying to have some mystique to him, play, you know, fall back, be quiet, and make it seem like he's so super focused. You know, it was one of those situations where, like Ryan Garcia does, he's just looking for ways to, you know, go viral. You know what I mean? Create some type of thing on the internet that everybody's going to be talking about. And I guess I guess that could really help with the promotion of the fight. So there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. But considering Ryan Garcia's history of, you know, testing positive, you know, making racist remarks, you know, losing fights, and, you know, all type, you know, embarrassing losses on top of that. People done with the gimmicks, bro. You know, people are exhausted by the bullshit that you've been bringing to the game, you know, constantly lying, lacking accountability. You know, like I said, the jig is up. And at this point, bro, it's almost like, you know, put up or shut up, bro. Nobody want to hear you, you know, talk crazy to anybody. Nobody want to hear you say what you're going to do to this person, and try to call people out and expose them as being some type of fraud or fake when you're literally the living, like, you embody those two things. You embody those two things. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at this point, bro, it's corny. You know what I'm saying? And y'all could take me as being some type of Ryan Garcia hater. I'll tell you what, I ain't going to call myself a Ryan Garcia hater, but I definitely don't like the motherfucker. So y'all can do whatever y'all want with that information. If you tend to like Ryan Garcia, then you are somebody that I don't really deem to be a fan of the sport of boxing. And and listen, my energy is consistent with everybody in the sport of boxing that has tested positive for performance enhancement drugs. I held Subriel to that same account. I've held women to the same, same thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of very few channels who held Alicia Bumgarner accountable. That's me, Marcus Rosa, Mazuma TV. I hold everybody to the same standard. Once you go against that, I have a problem with you. You see what I mean? Not only that, but if you make racist remarks, I definitely have a problem with you, which is why I have problems with dudes like Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia. And I don't give a fuck what a Jagar talk ass nigga had to say about it, you know, how he tries to differentiate the two. They're both one and the same. You know what I mean? If you whether you could body one motherfucker, you could body four motherfuckers. You feel what I mean? A murderer is a murderer, regardless of the count. And that's how I look at racist pieces of shit like those two. So it is what it is. That's how I look at this situation, man. Ryan Garcia, you know, he's getting another opportunity because, you know, he's blessed with the pretty privilege, I guess you would say. I mean, not me calling him pretty, but the people who seem to put him in position seem to admire his looks. They definitely don't admire his skill set, because if they did, he probably wouldn't even have these type of opportunities. He's absolute trash, IQ trash. The dude just knows how to run his mouth, and he associates himself with guys who go viral on the internet, because in reality, Ryan Garcia doesn't want to be a professional boxer. He wants to be a content creator. And that's how he's been throughout the entire course of his, that's how he's been the entire course of his career. Yeah, I mean, he loves the attention. He loves being, on these media outlets and these blogs and shit like that. Like, he loves what comes with, being validated by the internet, not by what he does in the sport of boxing, but by the things that he does on Kick and all these streaming outlets. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Jordan Sheriff said Ryan not humbled enough by the Rolly and Tank losses. And you want to know why, Jordan? Shout out to Jordan Sheriff that's in the building, by the way. Showing love from all the way out Spain, by the way, man. Y'all boy Mazuma TV is global. But the reason why he's not humbled enough is because he has people around him who literally feeds him excuses to, massage his ego. You know what I'm saying? If Ryan Garcia had some people around him that held him accountable and let him know that he was dead wrong for A, B, and C, then we probably wouldn't see this side of Ryan Garcia. He probably would feel humble. He probably would feel embarrassed by his previous actions, and he may change as a result of that. But when you got people around you that don't let you know that you're dead wrong, people who let you do whatever you please, you're gonna continue to do the same bullshit. You're gonna continue to do the same bullshit. So I'm not surprised at all. You know what I mean? He gonna keep popping this shit, and if he loses to Mario Barrios, I'm sure he's gonna come up with some more excuses. But at this point, man, we not buying that shit you selling. It's really that simple. So, solid press conference, I guess. Shout out to Joe Goosen, man. Don't ever make an entitled motherfucker like Ryan Garcia and his punk ass daddy make you feel like you was wrong for doing that move. You did what was in the best interest of your career and your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't give a fuck about your career. They ain't give a fuck about your pockets when they stepped away from you. But then they want to question your loyalty. Keep doing what you're doing, Joe Goosen. You a fucking legend in the sport of boxing. And I hope you get another big win like this onto your resume. Don't really care too much for Mario Barrios. There may be a possibility he might get put on a highlight reel in this fight. That's just the reality of this situation. I don't hold Mario Barrios to this elite standard, in the sport of boxing. You feel me? This is literally Ryan Garcia's easiest route to a world title. He fumbles this man will never become world champion. You fumble this, Ryan, you will never be a world champion. So if you can't get past a Mario Barrios, brother, what, you gonna go up and wait and try to fight a champion there? It's not happening. What, you gonna lose to Barrios in that fight, Lewis Crocker? Come on, man. Come on. But I hope, like at the same, I don't hope. I would never hope for Ryan Garcia to win. But if you win that world title, cool. Go ahead and get that world title so when you unify with Devin, he could take that other belt up off you, brother. Trick said, Joe kept it very professional. He could have really gone in on Ryan's past history. Yeah, I mean, he definitely more professional and more mature than me, because that would have been me up on that stage. I definitely would have aired him out and exposed him in front of everybody. I would have embarrassed that man. And that motherfucker would have threw a shirt my way. You know what I mean? I'd have had that motherfucker swallow that t-shirt. Real shit. Him and his punk ass daddy. You feel me? That's just me though. You know what I mean? You ain't getting that type shit off on me. And you ain't getting a handshake from me neither. Simple and plain. That's how I see the shit. And I put that shit on my son's soul. Let me ever be on the same stage as that man. He getting aired out. Embarrassing him. Oscar got something to say. I got something for him too. I know too much. You feel what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. Joe is definitely very professional. I think that's why he's been in the positions that he's been in for thus long. You know what I mean? I think that's why he's been relevant for this long, in the sport of boxing. Like I said, I recall seeing Joe Goosen in fights 2 decades plus ago. So, you know what I mean? You don't last that long in the sport of boxing by not being professional. So salute to Joe Goosen. Like I said, he's a legend. You know what I mean? He's been a part of some huge moments in the sport of boxing that will, last forever. You know what I mean? So I just found it very disrespectful that Henry Garcia and sitting here questioning this man's loyalty, questioning, questioning his ego and shit like that. I'm like, bro, do y'all know who the fuck are y'all to ever question either one of those qualities of somebody, brother? Y'all are some of the most arrogant, y'all some of the most arrogant pieces of shits in the sport of boxing. The Garcias, y'all definitely up there. Y'all are definitely up there, man. Y'all are very disloyal. You see what I'm saying? Like you and look, I don't even fuck with Oscar De La Hoya all like that, but you need to thank Oscar De La Hoya for being in the position that you're in. He the one who signed who signed the paperwork, gave you consent to go fight Gervonta Davis. He the one who signed on his part and gave you permission to go ahead and fight Devin Haney. He the one who put you in position to fight Rolly Romero and have you fight for a world title. All of those things were possible due to the moves that Oscar De La Hoya made in your career. He's literally the reason why you are a name. He's literally the reason why you are being spoken about in today's world, good or bad. He the one who gave you the platform. You know what I'm saying? You didn't sign with anybody else. You signed with Oscar De La Hoya. He is one of the reasons why you are who you are. And you sat here and you shit on this man, whatever opportunity you could get. Everybody that Ryan Garcia puts himself around, he has fallen outs with. Why do you think that is? This motherfucker can't even keep a marriage going. Let me go ahead and send the link over to, and I'm talking personal. So what? Anybody that got something to say about my people in a racist, derogatory way, I'm going to speak on, whether it's on a business or a personal tip. So fuck them. DJ Rush said if Ryan existed in a past era, I think he would have been got forced out of the sport, especially how much more skilled and dangerous fighters were around that time. Yeah, definitely. Ryan Garcia wouldn't be a factor in a lot of these eras that came before this one, man. We coming up in the social media era right now, so it ain't necessarily about how good you are. It's pretty much about how much attention you could, I guess, garner. You feel me? Because it ain't really about who's skilled. It's not really about who's the best. It's really about who's capable of making themselves popular. Slime, you keep leaving and coming back into the chat. In the live, brother. You gotta fix that. Let me see. Chris Maldonado said if he loses to Mario, his next fight is going to be a celebrity fight. Mark my words. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he loses to Mario Barrios, Oscar releases him. I wouldn't be surprised at all, bro. Oscar be like, you know what? I got every big dollar that I could get up out your dumb ass. Your world title chances are slim to none now. We gonna go ahead and get you your release forms. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get you up out of here, brother, because you ain't bringing your stock down the drain, bro. If you lose back-to-back fights with all of the shit you talk, nobody gonna believe you anymore, brother. They're gonna call you washed up. They're not gonna want you in the game no more. You're just gonna have to go ahead and hang that shit up. It's on your end? Oh, all right. It's all right, bro. Technical difficulties, it happens. Restart your phone and come back on, brother. Try to see if it'll work. Maybe you need to restart your phone. God damn, it's hot as shit in this mall. Shit. The stranger in the building. What up, brother? I ain't see you in a while. He said, haven't been here for a while. Have we covered Usyk possibly signing with the dark side? You got to elaborate, brother. What you speaking on? I heard a few different rumors about Usyk possibly fighting Wilder. Possibly fighting who was it that they said that he may face? Andy Ruiz. Tyson Fury, Andy Ruiz. It's a lot of rumblings going on in the heavyweight division, so I don't really know what to make of that. But you know, we didn't speak about that, not today. Talks of Usyk signing with Zuffa Boxing. Well, I mean, would it really be worth Usyk signing with Zuffa Boxing if he's planning on retiring soon? Why would you sign with Zuffa unless you looking to be around for a few more years? From what I've understood, Usyk only got 1-2 more fights left, and then he's he riding off into the sunset. So I don't really know how to take that news unless Usyk changes his mind and wants to stay in the game for a few more years. I don't really understand what would be the point of signing with Zuffa. I also heard people saying that Shakur Stevenson is going to sign with Zuffa. I've been hearing a lot of things, but in terms of like that right there, that simply is a rumor to me, in my opinion. And I don't really feel the need to talk about that unless that's official, because then that's going to make me question whether Usyk was being honest or not about retirement. DJ Rush said, Mazuma, do you think if you were in the same weight class as Ryan, he would take a fight with you in the ring? I mean, he probably would, but I wouldn't fight him. I definitely wouldn't fight him. I feel my ways about Ryan Garcia, but I definitely wouldn't beat him in the boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect him. I think he's a very shitty person. I dislike him, but I am, unlike Ryan, I have enough awareness to know where I stand in boxing. I've been retired for a long time. I have a chronic illness. There are things that I'm capable of doing. There's things that I'm incapable of doing. And one of those things that I'm incapable of doing is boxing at a high level, especially at 28 years old. But I like my chances in different settings. I'm gonna just say that. See, look, y'all see Ali trying to gas me up. See, like this enabling shit would only work with somebody like a Ryan Garcia. I'm too intelligent to fall for the BS. You feel what I'm saying? I know it's somebody trying to use me. I know it's somebody trying to play me. And I know you're just joking and shit, but there are people that will take those words and actually, find ways to dilute themselves. I'm not one of them. Slime said, what if you were still active and in shape, was pro for a while? See, even if I did take that route, there's no way for me to say how good I would have gotten. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even like to talk about those type of things, because the reality is we'll never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have never known how I could have possibly been a journeyman. Who fucking knows? You never know with the sport of boxing. One wrong career move and now your career going down a totally different path. I'm sure a lot of people came into the sport of boxing with ideas of becoming world champion, of being this millionaire. And, a lot of the time it don't work that way. And you may end up going down a route that you may have never anticipated going. I don't even like to talk about that, because I didn't even do shit as an amateur to even talk about going pro. You feel me? So there ain't no use in even speaking about that, brother. I know some people like to talk about hypothetical things, but I like to dwell more on reality. Will I be tuning into the Zuffa card tomorrow? No, absolutely not. If there's not anything on that card that significantly moves the sport of boxing, then I don't really care for, watching it. You know what I mean? I got love for like the local fights and stuff like that, but I've been in the sport so long, bro, that I can't, just constantly watch boxing, constantly look at this fight. I'm just not at that point in my life anymore. I'm past that. You know what I mean? I got to look at fights that are significant, big fights. You know what I'm saying? Things that move the culture forward. You know what I mean? Things that significantly affect the boxing world, like the fights that's going to be coming up, this weekend. Andy Cruz versus Raymond Muratalla, brilliant fight. Khalil Cole versus Jesse Hart, Brilliant fight. The week after that, we got Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Keyshawn Davis versus Jermaine Ortiz. You know, we got fights like that we looking forward to. So respectfully, I don't really give a fuck about what's going on Zuffa. Until they get some big fights like that, ain't no need for me to even talk about those type fights. You feel me? This nigga Yasir is crazy. He said, how do you see a fight between Straight Jackie Key and Cruz going if it were to happen? Well, I mean, they're in different divisions now. But, you know, I'm sure Andy Cruz will end up going to 140 eventually. You know, he seems to be not the biggest guy. Like, Andy doesn't seem to be big at all. I never met him. But he doesn't seem to be like, he doesn't seem to have like a frame like a Keyshawn Davis where they could move up, you know, multiple weight classes comfortably. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll be at 140 at the same time as Key, but Key was talking about going up to 47 after beating Jermaine. Very confusing. But if that fight were to happen, I think it could be a very I mean, we got an idea of how the fight will play out just looking at them in the pros. I do think things slow down more in the pros. And I think as things slow down, you know, it gives Keyshawn Davis more of a chance. He does have more of a settled down professional style. But Andy Cruz, he's getting better as a professional. He's starting to slow down and pick his shots too, and very precise. You know what I mean? Got some solid pop on his punches. Yeah, he could give Keyshawn some problems, man. He could definitely give Keyshawn some problems. And, you know, Keyshawn, he ain't the most focused, disciplined fighter neither. So I'm going to just say that. The man was talking about drinking every night before, you know, before his fight with De Los Santos, which he didn't fight. But, you know, in the lead up to the De Los Santos fight, he was drinking every day. Then he getting caught with marijuana in the system. He just seems like somebody who can't get right. And fighters who can't seem to get right almost always pay for the consequences of their actions. So, you know, if Keyshawn don't get it together, that shit gonna catch up to him. Boxing got a way of humbling everybody. You cut a corner, even if you could do a lot and it still not be enough in the sport of boxing. You got to give boxing everything. You feel me? So I don't know. I guess we'll talk about that as that fight gets, you know, more realistic. Booster. Jordan said, few body shot challenges on Twitch, and you probably had the same level of preparation as Ryan. Yeah, but you hear Ryan up. Ryan's like, oh, I'm 100% ready. And he talking all that good shit. So when if he possibly lays an egg, he gets beat up by Barrios, whatever the case is. I don't want to hear nothing about him saying, oh, man, I just couldn't get it right in camp. And, you know, I had this going on and I had this going on and I only had this much time to prepare. And nobody trying to hear none of that shit, respectfully. We ain't want to hear it for the Rolly Romero fight. We don't want to hear that shit now. Can't be talking that big shit now when you don't back it up. You got a reason for why you didn't back it up. Don't nobody give a fuck, bro. Seriously. Janara Hill in the building. What up, brother? He said, salute Mazuma. I also heard that Dana White, you said Danny, but I'm sure you meant Dana. Yo, Slime, what up? Let me get you. What's going on? He said, I also heard that Dana White wants to offer Bud a big payday to come out of retirement. I don't trust, you keep saying Danny. I'm sure you meant Dana. I don't like how this nigga keeps saying it. Dana reacted while Bud beat the brakes off of Canelo. I mean, I'm sure. I think Terrence Crawford is serious about retirement, to be honest with you. I don't think he really wants to deal with the detractors. I don't think he wants to deal with the critics anymore, because it seems like no matter what he does, people find a way to, like, try to throw some dirt on his resume. Like, I heard Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman has been highly disappointing, to be honest with you. I heard this dude, Max Kellerman, say that if Canelo looks bad at his next fight, that is going to taint Terrence Crawford's win against him. And, like, what?
Yeah,
so,
which is
that makes no sense to me. So if Canelo Alvarez looks bad in his next fight, or possibly loses his next fight, that's going to make Terrence Crawford's win look bad, or you're not going to give him credit for his win over Canelo because you fought Canelo that was on the decline. Who's to say that the decline happened during the Terrence Crawford fight? Who's to say that? What if Terrence Crawford's the reason why Canelo was on the decline? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if Terrence Crawford was the reason why Canelo's no longer the same? Why not take that into consideration? You feel me? And we all know the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like super corny. Like, what the fuck Max be even talking about? So,
Bro, I feel like Turkey's forcing him to push these narratives because of the money.
Max Kellerman is getting paid very well from what I've heard. But it's really to just push whatever propaganda they want to put out there, whatever narrative they want to put out there. You feel what I'm saying? So he's not really speaking from his state of mind, from what he really thinks. What he's doing is he's speaking from the perspective. They pretty much giving him an objective. Yo, we want you to spin this narrative. Yo, we want you to back up this. You know what I'm saying? Being the boxing historian, the intellectual that you are, find a way to word this in try to make this sound good. So their whole thing is they go to Max and be like, yo, we only want you to big up the Ring Magazine belt. Don't big up any of the other sanctioning bodies. Just push this one and find a way to make this belt look like the superior one out of all of them. And it makes sense because he works for Inside the Ring Magazine, right? So of course he wants to big that one up. But you could tell that's not Max Kellerman. You could tell that's not his original thoughts. You could tell that he was like pretty much like when you write an argumentative essay, they give you the prompt or they give you the objective. Argue that you are for immigration or you are for student athletes being paid. And even though you may not agree with it, you have to come up with a series of reasons as to why
you agree with it.
You agree with it, even if you don't. That's what Max Kellerman does. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know what I mean? I've heard his previous opinions before on things. I'm hearing his opinions now on things. They're not the same. And I've been watching Max for years. So you can't tell me any different. I'm sure I could pull up some old shit that he said on HBO that completely contradicts what he says now. So I forgot what the fuck I was even talking about. But I see people like, I see Max pushing this narrative that like if Canelo looks bad his next fight, that like he pretty much going to discredit Terrence Crawford's win against him. It's like, the fuck are you talking about, bro? So when Tito Trinidad beat the dog shit out of Fernando Vargas, right? Fernando Vargas came back and he looked like a shell of himself. Did y'all come out and disrespect Tito Trinidad for his win over Fernando Vargas?
Nope.
Not at all. Y'all gave him credit for that win, right? So it's like, come on, bro. Like, we're not about to sit here and just do that. So now let's say Shakur beats the dog shit out of Tio.
Right.
Cool. Then Tio goes ahead and he fights somebody of a name. Let's say he fights whoever.
Frank Martin.
Let's say, Frank Martin. Let's say he fights Frank Martin and Frank Martin fries him, or he doesn't look good against Frank Martin.
Or he gets iced.
Yeah, whatever the case is. Sure.
Right.
Iced, whatever. Loses, looks bad. Are Max Kellerman and all them dudes gonna get up on that motherfucking podium? Or, they're gonna come up on their show and say, man, Teofimo Lopez ain't look good against Frank Martin. You know what I mean? He got knocked out by Frank Martin. So I'm really questioning whether we should give Shakur Stevenson credit for beating Teofimo Lopez. That, you know how unfair that is? Do you know how unfair that is?
It sound really corny saying shit like that, like how they do saying that shit about Canelo and Bud.
Yeah, it's super corny. But Nick J came. Shout out to Nick J in the building. She said, Canelo told you before the fight Crawford was Turkey's guy. So why would Turkey tell him to shit on Crawford? I don't know why people think it's Turkey's fault. He's the bank. Y'all give him too much. Well, I don't know who y'all is because I didn't make that. I didn't make that assumption. What I'm telling you is Max Kellerman, since being signed with Inside the Ring, has been paid to push certain narratives. That's what I did say. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like Turkey was the reason why Max Kellerman put out that opinion. I'm specifically blaming Max Kellerman for providing that opinion because it's unfair. And, I think it's a bit disrespectful. And I don't really think Terrence Crawford really has the energy in him to continue dealing with these detractors and these guys who discredited him when all he seems to do is great shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very disrespectful. Like, they should have gave him credit for that Errol Spence victory. Because when he was beating the shit out of when Errol Spence was beating the shit out of Ugas and beating the shit out of Danny Garcia, everybody act like Errol Spence was back, myself included. You know what I'm saying? So then when he comes off of these two big victories and then Terrence Crawford, stops him, then everybody wants to talk about how bad Errol Spence was and how he never was the same. Y'all was just picking him up the fight before.
Yeah, which is kind of fucked up and unfair for Earl, because Earl was really that nigga. So he
had 3. And what people don't acknowledge is he had 3 out of the 4 belts in the division. How fucked up was he? So then you go ahead and you move up damn near basically 3 weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez. Everybody's doubting you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feels like you in over your head. You feel like Canelo's going to do this, Canelo's going to do that. Then you style on Canelo. Now everybody want to act like Canelo is on the decline. Come on, bro. Like, it's disrespectful, it's unfair, and for real, I don't ever see them do that with people of different skin tones. Like, now you went anyway. I don't see people do that shit with Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see him doing those things. I don't hear them discrediting Dimitri Bivol. I didn't hear nobody say that, well, Better Beef was 40-something years old when Bivol 40, so we going to discredit him. Like, I didn't hear none of that. I did not hear none of that. So, you know what I mean? They pick and choose when they want to discredit motherfuckers, and it always seems to happen to the black fighter. That's what I'll be peeping. But anyways, let me see. There's a bunch of comments in the building. Shout out to the 38 people that's in the building. Trick said, I don't like how Max Kellerman says champion of a sanctioned body, pretty much discrediting the champion. Yeah, but like I said, Trick, we can't necessarily be surprised because he's being paid by the ring to push ring first. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you work at AutoZone, you're not going to talk about how good Pep Boys is. You're not going to talk about how good what's that other one? Whatever.
Advanced Auto Parts.
Advanced Auto Parts. Like, you're not going to sit here and big them up. You work for AutoZone, so you need to go ahead and push AutoZone first. You're literally getting paid to, put their product first. Same as like if you work at a bank, you know what I mean? If you work for TD, you're not about to sit here and talk about how good PNC is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to put TD first because that's who's paying you to get the job done. So I'm not necessarily surprised with that, but it is kind of disgusting that, the ring and, Turki Al-Sheikh specifically, you know what I mean? Because he said it himself and he's done things to let you know that he doesn't really fuck with the other sanctioning bodies. It's sad that they try to dim everybody else's light to, try to shine on their own. It's super corny. Like, y'all could easily collab together to make some big fights happen. Maybe Turki Al-Sheikh has the influence to really, get these sanctioning bodies together to, work together and unify and, just prioritize unification fights and undisputed fights. Like, he could have that type of power, but instead he wants to discredit them and make it seem like the only thing that matters is the ring, when that's the furthest from the truth.
Right.
It's really the furthest from the truth, man. Like, we feel the way that we feel it. We got a love-hate relationship with the WBC. We don't like the people that's in charge of the WBC or how the way they move with the WBC. The WBC does hold some significance in boxing. WBO, the WBA, the IBF. Nothing's better than seeing a fighter have all 4 of those belts. It really ain't. Like, as a boxing fan, that's literally like peak shit to see in boxing. Like, when Terrence Crawford became undisputed at 140, beautiful. When Usyk became undisputed at cruiserweight, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney at lightweight, beautiful. Like, that's like the ultimate accomplishment. So to go ahead and act like these sanctioning bodies don't matter, just to big up, the one that you own, it's super corny in my opinion. Did he say this about Tyson Fury when Wilder lost to Parker? Nope. Absolutely not.
Fact. That was a great ass example.
Yep, that was. Anonymous be on point. You know what he talking about. We be seeing eye to eye on a lot of shit. Shout out to my brother. Rouse said, just speaking hypothetically, Bud could go do some crazy shit like move up and beat Usyk, and they still find a way to criticize him. They're gonna be like, oh, well, Usyk did say he was gonna retire. Like, he already had one foot out in boxing. Like, bro, they'll do whatever, bro. they'll do whatever, bro. Like it's never enough. And I think fighters get exhausted with that shit after a while. Like I heard Andre Ward say that he refused to scroll through his social media because he knew there was going to be somebody saying something negative about him. He said his whole career he never looked through his timeline because he refused to read like certain newspaper like not newspapers but like certain reads online and shit by boxing reporters because he knew that he'll end up finding something that'll like get him upset, shit like that. And he want to give his energy to the media, you know, and that's what black fighters have to deal with. Black American fighters, to be more specific. You know what I mean? It's never really with, you know, you don't really hear Europeans complain about how the media treats them. You don't ever hear about what Asian fighters, you know, you don't ever hear them being upset. You feel what I'm saying? I think I heard Canelo being upset with one reporter one time, but I think it was only because, you know, Canelo and Chavez was being compared or some shit like that. So it'd be like little shit like that. But for the most part, yeah, I mean, everybody stick by these people. But when it comes to black American fighters, they always get fucked over by the media, bro.
Not facts on dogs. And it's sad.
DOG 215, what up, brother? I ain't see you in a minute. I hope everything's well with you and yours. He says, salute, Mazuma. Bud got dark skin tone, so they gonna hate because of that, period. Right. And, you know, you see how Bud get all this hate, right? Because, you know, people always got their criticisms about fighters, right? So, for example, Shakur Stevenson, he's born. That's what they say, right? Born. Devin Haney, born. Floyd, born. Andre Ward, born. Bernard Hopkins, born. Then you got the motherfuckers who knock people out, like Deontay Wilder. Oh, he ain't got no skill. He can't box. He's terrible. All he has is a right hand. He can't box. He can't box. Like, okay. So then you get a motherfucker like Bud who could do everything. And then you take it upon yourself to discredit all of his biggest victories. Or just, you know, shrug off his resume. Oh, he only got 2 good people on his resume. Bullshit. Sean Porter, that's a nobody. Sean Porter, a nobody. Motherfucker, a 2-time world champion. You know what I'm saying? And we could continue to go along the list. You feel what I'm saying? But regardless, you know what I mean? Like they always seem to find a way to do this shit. It's always that way. You can have it all, and they gonna talk shit. Look how they be hating on Boots. Them niggas really sat there. Them niggas really sat there and was like Chris Algieri, I brought him up the last time. He said that fans believe he feels like the fans are gonna blame Jaron Ennis if the Virgil Ortiz fight don't happen. How did you even come to that conclusion?
Nah, but I feel like
how did you even come to that conclusion? Is it because you feel like fans are just haters like that? Are you aware of the hate that black fighters get? Or is that just an insight of your mentality and how you think, and you feel like people are going to see shit the way you see it? Regardless, the standard's always different for the black American boxer, bro. It's been like that since the beginning, since the very beginning. And I've seen some people, they had a picture of Naoya Inoue on Twitter, and then they turned him into a black man. They had him like his regular picture. They said underrated. Then when they overrated. And then when they turned him into a black man, they said GOAT. So they trying to say like, well, if he was black, he'd get more credit. Nigga, where are you? Where you be in the boxing world where like black boxers get all the credit? Nigga, it's very much the opposite over here.
on
Look at the
dog.
way they treated Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather did great shit after great shit after great shit, and they only they started appreciating him like a few years into his retirement. Oh, Floyd, all he does is hug people. He's fucking overrated. All this shit. Then when they see these young niggas coming up, oh man, ain't none of these niggas like Floyd. I'm lying.
No, you're dead ass. You're on point because now everybody's trying to compare.
Everybody says that, bro. They all hated Floyd. He was overrated. He can't do this. He ain't got no power. Blah blah. He overrated. Man, Sugar Ray Leonard would have killed Floyd. They say all this shit, right? They say all this shit. They hate Floyd. He's overrated. He wasn't.
You gotta think about it like this. They really hate Floyd, but everybody wants niggas to do what Floyd did.
Right. But then they'll say he's overrated and act like he ain't do no great shit. Then when he hang the fucking gloves up and there's all these young niggas coming up on the scene, man, that nigga will never beat Floyd. That nigga ain't good. Man, that nigga ain't Floyd. Like, bro, they always do that. And you know, man, Floyd was different. Now they putting up Floyd highlight reels. These niggas hated Floyd his whole time he was here. Now they ain't here. Man, that boy, Pretty Boy was special, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, ain't none of these young niggas like him, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you something good. It's like, bro, y'all niggas.
I mean, the closest thing to Pretty Boy Floyd right now is Abdullah Mason. In my opinion. The closest. I'm not saying he's Pretty Boy. I'm saying he's the closest.
Listen, that's not a bad take. You feel what I'm saying? Stylistically, he got some similar characteristics to Floyd. I think Floyd was a little faster than him, though. But it's probably because he was smaller. But regardless of who is what, whatever. The whole thing is, hold on. Jannard Hill in the building, he said, I agree. Mazuma fans don't give Bud credit because he could do a little bit of everything. They don't understand. It makes him very dominant. It makes his opponents look like nothing. Yeah, but they don't want to share that perspective with you, brother, and be like, oh, well, Terrence Crawford's so good. He just makes everybody look like that. That's giving the black man too much credit, Jannard. So what they'd rather do is say that his opponents ain't shit so they can continue, giving the black fighter a hard time and unfair criticism. Like, you can't look me in my face and tell me that Sean Porter trash. Like, you can't. He lost. Yeah, he's been a part of some big, but everybody he gave a close fight until he ran into Terrence Crawford. Everybody.
Yeah, I can't really say Sean Porter's ass because then I'll be discrediting my favorite fighter.
Right, and he gave your favorite fighter a tough fight.
Right, facts.
You see what I'm saying?
But I feel like that's because Earl decided to fight his fight.
Yeah, I agree. But regardless, it was still a tough fight. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah,
Earl took a long approach, but
it was like Sam Noakes. It was like Sam Noakes and Abdullah Mason.
Truth be told, he was giving Crawford some work too until Crawford caught him.
Yeah, he actually was winning.
Porter was doing his thing, and then he got caught.
Oh, Porter let me down so bad. Oh, bro. Ooh.
But like, you can't sit here and tell me Sean Porter ass, bro. But they want, man, Sean Porter wasn't even trying to box no more after that. Man, Sean Porter ain't want to box. It's like, nigga, you stop it, bro. Like, y'all need to cut it out, bro. Like, what's wrong with a black fighter just being great? Why y'all hate that so much? Because black fighters the best fighters in the world. And y'all hate it because y'all rather the best fighter in the world look like y'all.
Nah, facts.
That's what it is. Like, that's what they hate that. They hate that the black American boxer has withstood the test of time.
Not even just that, just the black boxer in general.
They hate that their fighters can't be as great as them.
Not facts.
Porter lacking something. I mean, listen, there ain't no such thing as a perfect fighter. You feel what I mean? It really ain't. But my whole thing is with Sean Porter, you couldn't tell me he was ass. Like, you don't. I mean, 2-time world champion. You be some solid names. Definitely be some solid names and gave everybody hell. Shit, just about everybody hell. Only got stopped one time in his career, and respectfully, it was to Terrence Crawford, who had a 100% knockout ratio at 147. Ain't not one person go the distance at 147 with Bud. That's a fact. So,
the closest thing we ever got to a perfect fighter, I'd say two people: Roy Jones and Sugar Ray Robinson. That's the closest. That's it. But they weren't perfect.
What made Sugar Ray Robinson so great was he was really ahead of his time. Like, he was doing shit that was unheard of in his day, and motherfuckers still do it to this day. So he was an innovator in a lot of ways, especially like from a skill set standpoint.
Bro, a lot of people say he's boxing itself. No bullshit.
Yeah, and then Roy Jones, he definitely lacked like fundamentals, but his athleticism, like his God-given abilities was so great that he didn't need it. But you seen when things slowed down, how he
I
was
feel
very
like Roy fucked himself over.
he
Going
did.
up to heavyweight and then coming back
Yeah.
down drastically like that is crazy as
Where he
fuck.
fucked up at, and a lot of people don't know this, he was dealing with this strength and conditioning coach named Mackie Shieldstone that helped him, and he was Andre Ward's strength and conditioning coach. He helped a lot of people, but he's the one that helped him acclimate to heavyweight for John Ruiz, right?
Yeah.
So when he fought John Ruiz, he ended up going back down to 175 to face Antonio Tarver, but he didn't cut the weight with Mackie Shieldstone's guidance. So Mackie Shieldstone got him ready for, put the muscle on him to be, ready for heavyweight, but he cut into his muscle when cutting down. Like, he didn't do it the right way. So when he came back down to 75, he had, to me, I mean, I ain't no doctor, but it looked like he had some type of like neurological damage. Like, and that usually happens when you cut weight the wrong way, you lose fluid in your brain. And when you lose that fluid from your brain, it really takes away your ability to handle punches. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's what made Roy the way he was in those two Antonio Tarver fights. For real, he won the first fight. It wasn't impressive, but he beat Antonio Tarver the first time. He should have just rolled off into the sunset after that win. But he ran it back with him again. He got knocked out, unfortunately, and he was never the same after that.
Yeah, because then he fought Glenn Johnson, right? I think it was right after that. God, bro.
That was very sad. That was very sad to see. But yeah, man, if all it takes is one miscalculation and your career upside down, that's how that shit go.
Bro, I hate the fact that he got Tito on his resume. I always say that, but
I mean but come on. It's like, and I know I just went on a whole tangent about people being discredited for who they beat. But it's like, bro, you like Tito at 168, bro. Like, really? Really?
Right, that was insane.
Tito he was way past it. Tito had 40 plus fights. He was already looking like he looked like a shell of himself in that Winky Wright fight. And, like, he came back after the Bernard Hopkins one, but you could tell his heart wasn't in it no more. You know what I mean? So it's like,
he fought Mayorga right after
yeah, he fought Mayorga. He beat Mayorga up.
Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid.
Yeah, but it's like, come on. Like, Tito, he had 40 plus fights, bro. Like, that's gonna.
He should have just rode off to the sunset after Mayorga. No bullshit.
Yeah, he should have, but that when motherfuckers offering you some money, make you look at shit different. Some people don't know when to retire, but I think Tito retired at the perfect time. I mean, he only had 3 losses. You know what I'm saying? And he lost to all legends, Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? Like, you lost to Roy, you lost to Winky, you lost to fucking B-Hop, bro. I don't think there's anything wrong with losing to them niggas. You don't want to lose, but it's like, I mean, all them niggas was dogs, bro.
No, dogs. Bro, he beat the dog shit out of Campas, bro. Yeah. Out of Yuri Boy, bro, he beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, these boxing fans don't know nothing about that.
Nigga was like, what, 56-0?
With 50 knockouts.
Yeah, with 50 KOs, bro, on some crazy shit.
I heard Yuri Boy Campas had to, like, go to court. He had to, like, take legal action to have motherfuckers fight him and shit. Like, they ain't Fernando Vargas had this sparring story when he was a young boy. Yuri Boy made him cry in sparring. Yeah, Yuri Boy was a problem. But then Fernando ended up coming back and beating Yuri Boy. But ain't nobody want to fight Yuri Boy until Tito beat him. If you peep, bro, and I was looking at this shit, a lot of the times Oscar De La Hoya didn't fight him motherfucker until Tito fought him. Swear to God. Oscar will watch a Tito fight and be like, okay, all right. You know what I mean? Glenn Johnson won Fighter of the Year or Knockout of the Year that year in 2004. Sad, bro.
Crunched his shit.
Jordan Scherer said, was reading about black murderers, road fighters from the 40s and 50s. Apparently some of these ninjas used to be avoided by Ray Robinson, allegedly. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I mean? Truth be told, a lot of these motherfuckers avoided motherfuckers. Like Sugar Ray Leonard, he avoided a lot of people, bro. There's a few niggas he ain't fight. They say Lennox Lewis, he ain't fight a couple people that people wanted to see him fight. They say a lot of, you know what they say about Ward? They
You
said
gotta think about it.
Antonio not Antonio Tarver. Antonio Margarito. They said he ain't fight Paul Williams. You know, they said that about Floyd. They said that about a lot of people. But the reality is, you know, you ain't gonna fight everybody. You not. They said Ward retired to avoid Bivol and Better Beef. It's like, come on, bro.
What's someone call it? But like, I really don't blame Sugar Ray Robinson because like you got to remember, like at some point, like towards the end of his career, his career was being managed by the mob.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, they said the mob was heavily influential at that time. You know, especially when Sonny Liston was coming up and all that. Yeah, they play a part. They still around in boxing too. They not as like heavy, but you know, they still around.
Nah, you gotta look into the Frankie Carbo files, bro. That shit's insane, bro. I looked into all that shit. That shit was nuts. Even
Williams.
even Jake LaMotta testified against dude and all that.
That's crazy. Tricks said, I'm Mexican. Oh, okay, you Mexican. All right, brother. Viva la Mexico, man. Shout out to my boy Tricks. He said, I'm Mexican and I feel like Canelo gets overly praised. Nobody likes to mention him taking clenbuterol, but they say Crawford was on snack, bro. That's a beautiful comment right there. That motherfucker need a round of applause for that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me find him. Jesus Christ, that boy talking that shit over there. Shout out to Tricks holding his people accountable. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Canelo definitely got that stain on his jacket, and that's just what he gotta live with. In terms of being overly praised, I can see that as well. You know what I mean? But Canelo he got a solid resume though. He got a very solid resume. He did some solid shit in boxing. And even though he got that stain on his resume, he definitely gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know, when they mention the greatest Mexican fighters of all time, they're gonna find a way to, you know, put him in there.
I think they got to though, bro.
I mean, you gotta, yeah. I mean, he fought a lot of dudes, bro. Fought a lot of motherfuckers, bro. I'm trying to tell you, he especially early on in his career when he was inexperienced and vulnerable. You know, he fought some decent guys, bro. Like I'll tell you what, he ain't take no shortcuts.
He only got 3 losses, and he lost to the elite of the elite.
Yeah, there's some that Laura one was, you know, heavily disputed, but you know, on paper he beat Eris Landy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, yeah, he fought. So he definitely. I'm gonna tell you this. He definitely fought motherfuckers he ain't need to fight. Like looking back, he ain't need to fight Bivol. I don't know why the fuck he did that. I don't know why the fuck he did that. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of gangster.
He didn't need to fight Bud.
I think it was a miscalculation for real, because Bivol didn't look impressive in his last couple of performances. So they was like, oh, let's go ahead. Yeah, we could beat him. They probably seen vulnerabilities in the.
And this is Canelo coming off of his biggest run yet at 168. Because it was right after the plant fight.
As soon as Benavidez got out the way, he went on a crazy run. He was like, oh shit. He said, oh, this nigga missed weight. Because he ain't never want to fight Benavidez. He was like, hold up. I could get that belt without having to fight him. Oh yeah, let's get all these belts because all these niggas easy work. Start walking everybody down, fucking him up. Man, they talking about, oh yeah, you know, Canelo, he struggles with boxers. You know, Caleb Plant gonna beat him. And I was telling everybody that would listen, I said, man, Caleb Plant ain't beating no fucking Canelo Alvarez, bro. I was watching his fight. I'm like, yo, this nigga dead tired. I was watching him live. in LA. I'm watching him with my own eyes. I'm sitting on.
Oh, you went to the fight?
Nigga, I was there. I was in LA for that because we had a fighter on the undercard.
Oh, word, that's fire.
Our old fighter, Teofimo Lopez, he had made his pro debut with PBC. And his pro debut was on Caleb Plant versus Caleb Truax undercard. So I'm watching him. Bro, I seen Caleb Truax. He needed help walking up the steps after he made weight. So I'm like, yo, this nigga, like, he needed help, bro, walking up the steps. Like they was holding him up while he was walking up the steps. I said, oh, this nigga dead, bro. I said, man, Caleb, I said, yo, Plant going smoking, bro. Bro, that nigga Caleb Truax went all 12 rounds. He went all 12. And like Plant was frying him. Plant was frying him the whole beginning. Like the first half. Then Caleb Plant, mouth all open. I said, this nigga tired. This nigga tired as shit. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Bro,
yeah, Caleb Plant's gas tank is shit.
In the middle. Bro, trash. And like, you don't even gotta put pressure on him. You don't even gotta put pressure on him for him to get tired. The nigga gonna get tired on his own.
Nope.
Bro,
Nigga's ass.
Bro, like me personally, and look, I never did 12 rounds, so I can't speak to that. But nigga, if you let me relax in the ring, bro, I could do 8, 9, 10 rounds sparring out of shape. Like this nigga Caleb Truax ain't giving him nothing to work with, bro. His mouth, bro. Once this nigga mouth open up, pause. Like when you see his mouthpiece is over. He tired. I'm like, bro, this nigga really got the gas tank of like a my 600-pound life nigga.
Like with Resendiz, nigga. He was cooking Resendiz the first half. No bullshit.
No, he was getting off, but that's the thing. It's like this nigga Caleb Plant probably be undefeated if he was a 4-round fighter. Like he be getting off on niggas, but then once like 6, 7, 8 creep around, you know what I mean? Like his body language, like his shoulders all falling over, like leaned over, and his mouth all open. Like, bro, like why after the 7th, 8th round you become a mouth breather, nigga? Like, come on, bro. Killing me, bro. Like Truax did nothing, bro. Go watch the fight. I'm sitting there. My dad was like, yo, we out of here, bro. Like, man, we out. We went right back to the hotel during the middle of his fight. God, we were supposed to go back anyway because of COVID protocol. But like they threw us right in the van. We went right back to the hotel. We got back to the hotel. This nigga still rumbling. I'm like, bro, no way, bro. No way. So, bro, when I saw that and then I heard Canelo fighting him, I said, oh yeah, Canelo gonna drown him. Oh no, man. You know what I mean? No, he could box, man. You know, he got a similar style to Floyd. I said, don't ever disrespect Floyd like that, bro. Don't ever and ain't no disrespect to Caleb, but like you not Floyd, bro. You ain't
whatsoever.
Never gassed. You ain't never see Floyd gas, and if he was gassed, you ain't know it.
Facts.
Because I remember Floyd said that he was like halfway through a fight one time and he was dead tired. And they was like, what fight was that? He said, I can't tell you. He was like, I ain't gonna tell you. He said I overtrained. He said he overtrained for one of his fights. I feel like I know what fight it was, but he never said.
Which one do you think it is?
The Cotto one.
Cotto?
Yeah.
Floyd, I don't think he was tired.
His legs was dead, like in the 6th round. His legs look a little dead. And I think that's why he was sitting on the rope so much. Like Floyd, he spinned it like, oh, I wanted to give an entertaining fight to the fans. I didn't believe that shit.
Bro, I was laughing at because nigga, my family really thought like Cotto won that shit. I'm like, no. I was watching that shit. I'm like, fuck no.
You can make a case that Cotto probably got like 5 rounds though.
Nah, he did. It was a close fight, but he didn't win that shit, bro.
5 rounds against Floyd? Shit. You get 5 rounds against Floyd, that's a good job. That's a super good job. But what fucked over Cotto, he got hurt in that 12th round against Floyd. Floyd lifted that nigga up with an uppercut. Wing. Nigga, Cotto knees dipped and shit.
That nigga's chinny as shit. I think it was because of the Margarito fight. The Margarito fight ruined him.
Cotto didn't have the most solid chin. Even before the Margarito fight, I seen him get hurt multiple times.
Oh, I remember I was watching that fight you had told me about, bro. Cotto got hit with some hot shit a few times.
Bro, he got hurt against Zab Judah. Bad with uppercuts. Like 2-3 times he got hurt against Zab. Then when he fought that boy Torres, I forgot his name. His name's something Torres, Colombian bull. Bro, he hit Cotto with some shit. That nigga Cotto was knocked out on his feet.
Yeah, that's the one I was watching.
I don't know how Cotto survived that. Keep it up.
What was his first loss?
Margarito.
Margarito was his first loss?
Yeah.
Oh man. That's why they okay.
I remember Cotto was undefeated, bro. My whole crib was down bad, bro. Ricardo Torres. Yep. Ricardo Torres had Cotto gone on his feet, bro. I was like, ain't no fucking way, bro. I was watching that shit. I'm like, yo, how Cotto survived that? And when you watch that first Margarito fight, bro, Cotto showed a lot of dog in that fight, bro. Like,
nah, facts.
Because Margarito was whooping him. Whooping his ass, bro. And he kept fighting. He got beaten to submission, bro.
Yeah, because he took that knee and the niggas was like, damn.
He kept fighting. His face is all fucked up.
Bro, that was a bad job.
Cotto was never the same after Margarito, that's for sure. Yeah, bro. That was super bad. But let me see. Cotto ain't won. Motherfucker plant fight like he breathing underwater. Junior tripping.
Yo, I was gonna ask.
I was saying after Plant lost to Resende, I said that nigga need an asthma pump in his corner. That's how the fuck he be fighting like he asthmatic or something. And that's coming from a nigga who was one growing up. Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you see Raymond Muratalla and this dude going? And
Oh yeah,
Cruz
I spoke about it earlier. I think it's a good fight, bro. I think a lot of people, they try to play Raymond Muratalla like he can't rumble. He could definitely rumble. Like, I'm gonna just tell you this: if you in Robert Garcia's camp, you could fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got time for the bullshit. So he could definitely rumble. And I watched him come up. He got some sneaky power. Good box. He got solid fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got some good things going, but he in there with a totally different level. You know what I'm saying? Like Andy Cruz, solid pedigree. You know what I'm saying? You always got to give credit to the Cubans for their style of boxing. This man don't want gold medals. Like, he's excelled, but now he's in the pros and he's starting to slow down and become he's starting to really do well in the professionals. You know what I mean? He's adapting pretty well. You know what I mean? Which a lot of amateurs, especially when they spend a long time in the amateurs, don't have such a good time adapting. But Andy Cruz, solid footwork, great athleticism, good boxing. He's sitting down on his punches more, so he getting more respect in there. Good punch selection, and I think that Tevin Farmer fight for Raymond showed a whole lot about him. That he could be outboxed. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I see some defensive flaws in him. In fights where like he stays on the center line just a little bit too long for me. Like he's able to defend that first punch, but if you punch in combinations, he pretty much is stuck in the mud and he doesn't have the best upper body movement. So you may not land that first one, but you might land that second, third. I personally feel like Andy Cruz is gonna have a lot of success in that department. I think he's gonna put on a great display of boxing. I think he's gonna land the cleaner, more effective shots. Shit, I don't think he stops Raymond Muratalla, but I do think he outclasses him. And I think Andy Cruz he's gonna be the new IBF lightweight champion of the world. You feel what I mean?
and then I want to see him and Kid Austin get it on.
Man, Kid Austin ain't gonna fucking fight him. You hear what Kid Austin and them saying in them interviews, bro?
What is they saying?
So they saying that he may possibly fight. Like he's gonna have an option from what I've been understanding. I don't know what the WBA is gonna mandate, but they saying either Lucas Body, who's somebody he was supposed to fight before, but he pulled out with an injury, I believe, just like he did with JoJo Diaz and fucking Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
Or Lamont Roach. And they say
yeah, because I heard y'all. I remember niggas was talking about it.
And they saying that they rather choose Luka's body because they got Netflix and they got Jake Paul, so it's gonna be more money behind. Like that sound good. Like that sound good. But do you think Netflix? Like, I'm gonna just keep. Do you think Netflix is gonna put Luka's body on their card without Jake Paul? Like without Jake Paul fighting, you think that they just gonna throw Luka? Like they just gonna
No.
just off the love of Jake Paul, they just gonna put him on a random Netflix special. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like if Jake Paul ain't fighting, Luka's body ain't even getting on that network, nigga. You thought. Fuck is you talking about? Man, y'all just don't want to fight Lamar Roach because he experienced, he durable. You see what I'm saying? He got good counter punching ability, which may give y'all problems. And the motherfucker probably he not gonna have y'all on the, you know. I feel like Kid Austin, he got a lot of potential, but I don't think his best feeling is being on the back foot. And Lamont might actually push him back. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's definitely strong and he's aggressive enough to do so. And I don't think Auntie Sko want to go through all that with his son. He talk all this crazy shit, but he's very careful with his son's matchmaking. He's very scary when it comes to rolling the dice. Like, yeah, you fought Tevin Farmer, but you know that Tevin Farmer shit ain't fooled me. I knew y'all was gonna beat Tevin Farmer. I didn't think y'all was gonna beat him like that. But I mean, I picked you to beat, Tevin Farmer because I seen the play. You know what I mean? Like you had everybody else fooled, but not me. I mean, you fought a Tevin Farmer who was very active. You know what I mean? With some mileage on him, and he was coming off of multiple losses.
I feel like if he sees his son getting punched on a little too crazy, like a little crazy ass combination, a little crazy ass flurry, he's gonna stop him. He's gonna throw in the towel.
I think if that heat definitely get put on his son, that he gonna panic.
He gonna panic and just throw the towel in. Think I'm playing.
Yep. Anonymous said, I also think Lamont is a really hungry fighter after that crazy 2025 with 2 draws. Yeah, I think that's gonna make Lamont Roach realize that his approach in these couple fights been wrong, and that I think he's gonna switch some shit up, and I think he's gonna make these fights just a little bit more cleaner to win.
Man, that nigga needs to listen to his dad. That's all it is. He needs to listen to his fucking dad.
I think he just needs to be. I think he need to stop fighting to the level of his competition. I think that's the reason why I said that it may be a draw. Because when I watched that Gervonta Davis fight, it looked like he was just trying to. It was almost like he was mimicking Tank in there. Like, oh, you want to throw one punch? I'll throw one punch. Or you throwing 2 punches? Oh, I'll throw 2 punches. Or you want to throw 3? I'll throw 3. It was like monkey, not terrible. I'm not on no Teofimo shit, but y'all know the saying like monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, anything you do, I could do. Anything you could do, anything you could do, I could do better. That's what Lamont Roach be doing in that joint. Then with Eastside Cruz, the same shit.
Nigga, he fucked around. What was that? The first time he ever got dropped?
I think so. I think that was the first time in his career he got dropped. Nigga did a whole 360 in that joint.
Nah, he did a little 180 and then a little windmill run, like when you get crossed over crazy in 2K.
He touched the earth.
Yeah, bro, he did one of them Jones. I swear to God,
niggas
that play 2K know what I'm talking about.
That was a Jamal Crawford crossover though. Super bad Jones, but regardless, he fight to the level of his competition.
Yeah.
He said Lamont, Mr. Me Too Roach. Yo, real shit. Like, yeah, you do that too. It's like you don't do it.
Lamont, Mr. Me Too Roach.
Oh yeah, you want to counter punch me too? Like, just be tripping. Like, you don't need to take them approaches, brother. Like, you could be yourself and still win a fight. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Lamont Roach was hold with the no knockdown shit, bro.
No, he was, and the commission admitted that was the wrong call. So everybody was talking about, oh no, man, what's the rules, bro? The athletic commission came out and said that the referee did not make the right call, but they're not gonna reverse the decision because they don't know how Tank would have reacted if, pretty much. How do we know how do we not know? How do we know that Tank wouldn't have rose to the occasion if they called the knockdown? So they just
Yo,
want to know how it was.
what was the ref in there? What was that? Kenny Bayless?
Steve Willis.
Steve Willis.
Yep, the
Fuck
big guy.
him.
Yeah, I was fucking with Steve Willis until then. Then it's like, like these referees and these judges be cowards, bro. Cause like they'll get pressed and they be like, "Oh, I can't speak on it. Can't speak on it." They pulled up on Steve Willis. He was like at the YMCA or some shit. He was somewhere. He was like at the gym or something. They was like, "Yo, bro, why you ain't call that knockdown against Tank?" He's like, "I can't speak about that. I can't speak about that."
I'd have slapped him.
Bro, on some real shit, that shit was getting me hot, bro. I'm like, what the fuck you mean you can't answer that, bro? Like, I don't know why these judges and these refs feel like they too good to answer questions, bro. Like these niggas, are they supposed to be quiet? Are they not allowed to do interviews? Like, I just seen Kenny Bayless do a whole interview talking about his whole career and shit. But these judges can't be interviewed after a controversial fight. These fucking refs can't be interviewed after a controversial call. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Bro, if it was any other ref in that ring, nigga Tank would have been knocked down.
facts.
Niggas would have been going.
Referees always do weird shit like that super long count with Tyson Fury and Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always do the weirdest shit. That's what makes me feel like these referees be having like agendas, bro.
That nigga could have got knocked out twice and still got up.
Tyson Fury could have fucking grabbed a blanket on the way down and then wake up till 7 that morning. That nigga would have waited for him. Niggas would have pulled a whole chair out in that motherfucking ring and wait for Fury to wake up.
Niggas would have been like, 1. They would have counted every 5 hours.
Real shit. Like, these fucking refs be insane, bro. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that's basically that. Now, shit, the way I want to cook, because we 2 hours in, goddamn. That shit flew by. I want to get into these keys to victory with Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez to close this shit out. I was going to talk about their press conference, but I don't think Raymond Muratalla and Andy Cruz's face-off was, unless Jesse Hart and Khalil Cole spoke on there, because I know they have some type of animosity. So.
Nah, what's someone call it? I feel like Teofimo needs to make Shakur come to him.
I feel like that's the only way I think that's really the only way he thrives for real. But I think Shakur Stevenson knows that. Because one thing about Shakur is like this nigga done sparred everybody and their mom, right? So he basically knows everybody's style, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and he has enough skills within himself to be able to adjust and or take a certain approach where he's neutralizing their best strength. He understands Teo really well. All of Teo fights have been televised. They all could be found within a quick Google search. And I think he sees them Jermaine Ortiz fights, and I think he sees those Sandor Martin fights, and he automatically gets confident because, for one, himself, he knows that he's a better boxer than the Sandor Martin and the Jermaine Ortiz, skill-wise. I don't want to offend you, brother, but skill-wise, Shakur Stevenson is a better outboxer than Jermaine Ortiz.
Oh, I wasn't gonna dispute that.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter. That's what he gets into, right? So when he looks at himself as a high caliber boxer, that he sees people who's not on the same level as him have success boxing Teo, of course he's gonna get very confident just seeing that. You see what I'm saying? One thing I'm sure he also notices that Teofimo Lopez gets frustrated when things don't go his way. And when he gets frustrated, he pretty much throws the game plan out of the window. And he loads up on punches and he loses sight of the objective. He loses sight of the game plan. And I think that's where Shakur Stevenson wants Teo to be the night of the fight. So based off of that, I don't think he's gonna plan on walk into Teofimo Lopez whatsoever.
Do you think Shakur could stop him?
Well, this is the thing. I don't think he could just spark Tio. One thing I
Not
do
spark
know,
him, but like like at least a TK or something. You feel me?
now this is what I think, right? 'Cause I think his dad is very scary. I think Tio Senior is like very scary. So I think that if his son is, because he said he wanted to stop the Kambosos fight like 4 times, and his son wouldn't let him. You know what I'm saying? So he's scary like that. He can and will throw the towel. But
Yeah.
this is the thing about Tio that people don't really talk about. His face breaks up very easily.
Yeah.
His nose swells up real bad. The this right above the eye, right below the eyebrow, that swells up really bad. He bleeds his skin cuts very easy. So if Shakur Stevenson is if he's volume based in this fight, or he lets his hands go consistently, he can really break Tio's face up and probably get the fight stopped on cuts. Like, a lot of people don't talk about that. When you got paper skin like Tio, shit could really get dark in there for you, man. Especially when you're in there with a sharp, accurate puncher like Shakur Stevenson. So
Nah,
yeah,
facts.
a stoppage is definitely a possibility. I put this video out and ain't nobody pay attention to it. I said Shakur probably will make Tio quit, and that's a TKO in itself. Now I say that because this dude Teofimo Lopez loses concentration so easily. When he starts to doubt himself, bro, like, you don't know what he's going to do. He doesn't have the mental fortitude to stay composed for 12 rounds with an outboxer like Shakur. You know what I mean? Who's a sharp counter puncher, who, can make you miss by a centimeter and make you pay and make you reset. And, you throwing all these big shots and he's standing right in front of you and you can't catch him. You know what I'm saying? And then, he has he also has fucking he's very versatile defensively. He has multiple layers to his defense, bro. Like, he could use his legs and make you miss. He could stand in the pocket with you and make you miss. He could pull out a Philly shell and make you miss. There's a
Nah,
variety
facts.
of defensive tools in his arsenal, and he could mix it up and use every single one of them and have success. So it's like Shakur is very, very tough to deal with.
But the real question is, though, could he withstand Tails' power if caught clean? That's the big question.
That's always going to be a big question. You know why? Because Shakur don't really get hit clean.
Not fact.
But this is the thing too. Now, it may be different because, Shakur is moving up in weight. So, this is a small guy. Shakur is. Teofimo Lopez power ain't really transitioning to 140 that well neither.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got one stoppage at 140, and respectfully, it wasn't nobody notable.
Yeah, it was Luis Campos.
Right. So, we looking at that, it was like, all right, you was able to stop him, but then, Sandor Martin went the distance with you, Jermaine went the distance with you, motherfucking Arnold Barbosa went the distance with you, Steve Claggett went the distance with you. So it's like, how devastating is your power really at 140 pounds?
Right.
It seems like those 5 pounds made a hell of a difference. Unless these guys that you fighting are just significantly bigger than you and their punch resistance is just sturdy. Like, I'm questioning what Tio's power is like at 140. But at the end of the day, I was always taught that the best chins are the ones that don't get touched. You feel me? So I think more of the question is, can Tio land that big shot clean on Shakur? Can he land that shot? Because a lot of the times when Tio is throwing these power shots, you can see them from miles away because he telegraphs them.
No, right. But I'll say this: Tio does tend to shine when all the odds are stacked against him. For real.
Yeah, definitely. Like that Loma fight, he proved a lot of people wrong. I picked him to beat Loma, by the way. But
Loma and Josh Taylor.
And the Richard Comey one. You know what I'm saying? That's where he got his first world title and shit like that. So yeah, he rises to the occasion, but no disrespect to Loma, Josh Taylor, you know, Richard Comey. I just
And not
don't.
Shakur
They
Stevenson.
don't. Yeah, I don't think they bring. And Loma's great. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the time that he was in boxing, he did some great shit. But like, he don't
And
have tools that Shakur Stevenson has, especially from a defensive aspect. Like Loma
I'm
was
not.
always going to get hit respectfully. If he wasn't using his angles, he was getting touched. You feel what I mean? Like Shakur, he can stand in front of you, like I said, he can stand in front of you, make you miss. He can make you miss off the ropes. He can make you miss off of his side to side movement. It just depends on how Shakur Stevenson's feeling. Now, I do agree that in order for Tio to be somewhat successful, I think he needs to have Shakur on the front foot because Tio does really well when fighters come to him. He
Right.
seems to do really well. He doesn't seem to do too well when he has to look for his opponent. So if I'm Shakur Stevenson, I'm gladly taking a walk. Gladly taking a walk. I'm making him look for me because as long as he's looking for me, he's gonna be uncomfortable. And when he's uncomfortable, he's gonna make mistakes. And when he's making mistakes, I'm making him pay.
Right. Fact.
So, like I could really see Shakur Stevenson early on in the fight using movement or gladly taking the back foot, you know, running Tio into some jabs in the meantime.
I feel like once Shakur gets comfortable in there, he's gonna starch him.
You think he gonna starch Tio?
Yeah.
Like knockout?
I feel like the accumulative punches, bro, the ref's gonna just step in, bro. I swear to God, bro. The ref's gonna be like, oh hell no. Bro, bro, I already see
That
it. He's
would
gonna be all fucked up, the face
that
gonna
would
be cut up.
be crazy, bro. That would be insane.
Bro, it's gonna be bro, I'm trying to tell you something. I
Shit.
could be wrong. I could be wrong. You feel me? It's boxing, but
Yeah, you never
that's
know.
how I did I see it.
I could be wrong. Shit.
Bro,
You know.
the Zepeda fight, bro. Shakur was really on his ass. That was belt.
I don't think he can just sit there with Tio and take that approach and win. I don't think he could just sit directly in front of in front of Tio, take them tight punches, and then come back. You
But
know what I'm saying?
I feel like if Shakur takes a page out of Pacquiao's book with the in and out, you feel me, bro? He's gonna cook
Yeah,
him
but
bad.
he don't fight like that though. He ain't got that athletic in and out move and then burst with combinations. Shakur not really built like that. I think
Bro, but
Shakur.
I could see Shakur really forcing it on Tio.
I think Shakur could do a higher level version of what Jermaine and Sandor Martin did. Just be more active offensively. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he could really do that. Shakur could use his legs for 12 rounds. We've seen it with De Los Santos and shit like that.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that. I want to see
Yeah, but
Shakur. I want to see Shakur take the same approach as he did as William Zepeda, but do it crazier.
this the thing though, Slime. I don't know if you've been listening to him. He said he ain't giving you that no more.
Oh man.
That's what he said. He said that he did that to like entertain the fans and shit like that. But he said he about winning this fight. So I already know what that means.
God
He
damn it.
talking about if he talking about he here to win, I know what type time he on. He about
Yeah.
to put on he about to outbox the shit out Tio. Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it'd be foolish for him to stand as good of a counterpuncher as Tio is. I think it'd be foolish as shit to try to fight Tio how the way he fought Zepeda because you gonna run into some shit. And Zepeda ain't quick like Tio. He ain't got that reaction timing like Tio, and I don't think he got timing like Tio. So I think he'd be in a more dangerous position doing that with Tio than he would be with Zepeda because Tio would hit with Shakur with some shit he don't see. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen after that.
Right. Then Reed's gonna have a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, we don't need that, bro. We don't need no heart attacks over here. So you know what I mean? Like I think Tio's best chance, because I feel like I know, like I'm pretty confident I know what Shakur is gonna do. I think Tio's best chance, he gotta make it dirty, bro. Like that shit that he was talking about, he said, look, there's some shots that I could hit him with that may be looked at as illegal, but it's within the rules. So Shakur was like, oh, what you talking about? Hit me behind my head? No, you ain't listen to Tio. He said it's looked at as illegal, but it's not necessarily against the rules. Now, what I'm thinking of is he's talking about like kidney shots, hitting them on the hips, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. Hitting motherfuckers in the kidney, bro. I've been hitting the kidneys before. Shit don't feel good, bro. I promise you it don't.
That's worse than a liver shot.
It could
I
do
don't
more
think
damage.
so.
It could do more damage to your body. So it's like getting hit on the kidney is like blunt force getting hit on the kidneys. That shit can make you piss blood, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a super bad joint. You don't want to go through that. You feel me? I think he talking about like hitting him on the hips too, because he probably feel like Shakur is gonna do a lot of moving. But if I punch these fucking hips enough, I could probably slow down that movement. And once I get you to slow down that movement, now it's gonna be more of a standing in front of me type situation. It's actually not a bad game plan for Tio, but if I'm on Shakur Stevenson's team, I'm bringing that to the referee's attention immediately. Like, yo, ref, watch them hip shots. I mean, watch them kidney shots because he said he was going to do X, Y, and Z. So just keep an eye on it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think he's talking about. But I think Shakur needs to make this like
Could the ref take a point away for that though?
if you do it excessively, yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah, bro. Like they probably give you a warning the first 2 times. After that, they taking points.
Oh,
They
okay.
take 1 point, 2 points. You keep on, they're going to disqualify you right there. So it's like, you know, I think Tio needs to be very aggressive. I think he has to make his job should be trying to make Shakur uncomfortable or make Shakur fight him up off him. Put him in that same mind frame he was at with Cepeda. Because I heard Shakur Stevenson say, yo, like if I'm forcing this, you know, depending on the situation, like if I'm put in a certain situation, I will fight. So it's like, all right, you got to force him to fight.
What if Teofimo just ice him?
Bro, we're not gonna hear the end of it, bro. We're gonna see a bunch of monkey and banana emojis on the live, and
Oh my god, I already know his dad's about to fucking OD.
bro, that nigga gonna get a brick of fentanyl and take that shit right to the face,
He's about to just eat it like a burger.
bro. That
Bro,
nigga gonna have a whole, you know, that nigga gonna have a fentanator. That nigga fuck a baconator. That nigga gonna have a fentanator. Right out the motherfucking, right out the drive. Trip.
Nah, but fucking I feel like it's gonna be a great fight. I have to see how this shit go. I already have Shakur winning easy, but let's
Lorenzo
see.
said
Boxing.
low nose boxing. He said low nose boxing about to come back. He don't fuck with me no more. I told him I don't fuck with him. So he like unfollow me everywhere. Like he a weirdo. You feel me? I think he got mad because we was calling him low nose TO and shit like that.
Down low
Nose TO, down low boxing. Yeah, he got mad and shit like that. He unfollow me everywhere. But I told you when I was like, bro, I'm not allowing you on my platform no more because, you know what I mean? You had an opportunity to be a stand-up person because, you know, I heard Lo talk to me, man, I grew up around Ricans. I grew up around black people. You know what I mean? I grew up in Philly. This nigga grew up everywhere, right? So, like, he be trying to identify with motherfuckers and act like we all one and shit. Then when it's time to stand up for us, he want to make these excuses. Like, that's whole shit to me.
right.
Like, I ain't never want to be a fan of a nigga so bad that I'm going to justify him being a racist to continue supporting him. Like, that shit dead, bro. So, like, when Tio was saying that racist shit, right? Calling people monkeys and gorillas and all that shit. I said, yo, Lo, what you think about this? Yeah, man, he did wrong, but, you know what I mean? I'm going to stick beside him because that's my man. I'm like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. So this nigga, he more than just a boxer fan. Like, he like TOT for something. He like that nigga. He like the way that boy nose shape. He something about him.
He likes that bell pepper nose.
Yeah, it's something about Tio that remind him of the good old days.
Reminds him of the Taco Bell logo.
Yeah. So with all of that, I was like, oh yeah, I can't fuck with you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You was supposed to be a stand-up individual. I thought you was a stand-up individual. You was gonna hold Tio accountable. And you the type nigga, oh, that's messed up, but you know, I'm still rocking with him. okay, so if you rocking with a racist, then you don't really see nothing wrong with what he said. That's how I take it.
Right.
Like if you still rocking with, so like if a nigga a pedo and you like, yeah, man, like what he did crazy, but you know,
I'll still chill with him.
this
No.
boxing though, and I'm still backing.
Nah, that's not how that
So
works.
you being a fan of him overrides him being a pedo. Like that, you more concerned with being a fan of his skills, his
Like, bro,
boxing
I'll
skills,
slap the dog shit out of a JoJo Diaz fan.
bro. Them Jones, he ain't have a fan base to begin with. That nigga was a world champion and still ain't had no fan base after he beat Tev. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we definitely ain't gonna see none of them. But yeah, it's like I don't be understanding these people, bro. Like they just be supporting fighters regardless of what they do. It's like, bro, that can never be me. You feel me? Like, yeah, that's fucked up, but I still support him. All right. So if you supporting, that means you okay with what he did.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, you ain't no friend of mine if you stand for shit like that. That's just me. Like I cut niggas off. I knew this dude personally. He was a boxer too. That was fucking with a little nigga was fucking with a girl, bro.
What?
I had a problem with that shit. Bro was like in his 20s. Shorty was like 15.
Oh no, he's wild.
I'm like, what, bro? Once I got word of that, I'm like, yo, fuck going on with this nigga? Oh, bro, that ain't none of my business, bro. I don't know. I said, that's your man's though. Yeah, but I know niggas that done did that. And I said, you know what? I said, you right. Get you and him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they cooked, bro.
Everybody did, bro. All them niggas got the fuck up on my gym, bro. Was not with that goofy shit. You support that shit, you not holding your mans accountable, you gotta go right with this nigga.
No, dogs.
And that's just how that shit work, bro. Like I'm not with all that playing both sides shit and justifying where like I can't stand niggas be so pussy that they be scared to stand for what's right. Like there's a way to stand for what's right and not be like if it's just you not wanting problems, bro, you could go about it in a non-confrontational way. Like you could be like, bro, like, you know what I mean? No, ain't no beef or nothing like that, but I can't support what you doing. Leave that shit alone. You feel me? But like, niggas be too scared to address shit. Me, it's like, I ain't got no problem speaking to nobody about nothing. On the phone, in person, you gotta get these niggas up out the way, cuz.
No, facts.
I don't be fucking with that weird shit. So, let me see. DJ Rush said, it's a shame because at one point I was a T.O. fan. It's something how racists can appear genuine but fool everyone. That's what I think of my sister white boyfriend. He never want us around my sister. Yeah, I don't even know why your sister even dealing with him if she know he a racist. Like that's kind of crazy. I know that's your sister and all that, but I don't even know how you could back her play. That's super weird. You feel me? Like that'd be a no. Like, yeah, my family know not to even tell me shit about people like that because I'm pulling niggas' cars off rip. That's why I don't even be getting invited nowhere. I do not get invited to parties, get-togethers, none of that because they know I'm gonna run into somebody and I'm gonna say something to him. So he said, "Tell him I hate you, nigga. Let's die." Oh, that's a fact.
Nigga might be getting slammed through tables at family reunions and shit. Oh,
yeah.
fucking the whole plate of food all over again.
Take the money right now. I hate you, nigga. Let's die.
Yes.
Right now.
Right now. Fuck you mean? Slam through a table. Shit. You slam me through that table, you better hope I don't get up. I hope I don't get up, nigga. You better be a Dudley boy or something. You put me through that table, I better be out. If I get up,
What if that nigga right? Nigga hit you with like some like how Dan Henderson, I think it was Dan Henderson hit Michael Bisping, Iceman, and then just missile drops down.
You do that, you a bad motherfucker, bro. Yeah.
Yo,
You do that, you a bad motherfucker, bro. Real shit.
nigga, but gonna go deer hunting that day.
Nigga, once I recover from that headache, it's about bull ass. You tripping.
So I said you going deer hunting.
Shit. Catch that nigga come right out the crib.
Catch him right outside the poppy store. Oh yeah, like 50 Cent in that video, in that music
Hit
video.
that nigga with a 50 cal. I'm gonna get rid of him.
Niggas gonna be acting like that nigga. I'm
Gotta
ready,
hit
son.
that-
I'm
you gotta
ready.
shoot that
I'm
nigga
ready.
You gotta shoot that nigga they be putting rhinos down with.
Oh god damn, niggas gonna fucking
That's a
blow his
bad
whole life
motherfucker,
up.
bro. We gonna make
Niggas
that
gonna hit him with
he gonna
a
evaporate.
what is that, 500 grains? Some crazy shit.
Try to make it seem like Mazuma Roscoe Jenkins or some shit. That's hilarious. But any last questions before we get up out of here, man? Let me know in the chat, y'all. Any last questions before I get up out of here?
Yeah, I got one. Do you think Ryan, when he hit that nigga with the glove, you think that was real or that was just for the stream?
He hit who?
That nigga, that streamer nigga, he hit him. He was up against the wall. He hit him in the liver. Remember I sent you that?
No, that looked real. Like the placement of the shot, like where he put that punch at.
Bro, that nigga clung onto Ryan's leg for comfort.
That was that you couldn't act that, bro. That was a real liver shot. If somebody like a regular person, like dude, if you're not trained to get hit to the body and you get hit there, like Ryan be really hitting them little niggas, bro. Like that's not an act. Like the way the dude reaction, you literally cannot fake that.
I feel like he didn't even hit him that hard though.
He was going through like, bro, because it's not liver shots. You don't have to hit them hard.
Bro, I feel like if he would have hit that nigga like I forgot who that was. Jose Fonseca?
Yeah.
Hit him to the bottom. No, I hit Luke Campbell, bro. Oh my god, that kid would have died.
Yeah, like he ain't load up on it, but he put enough pop on it and he put it in the perfect place.
Mm-hmm.
Where like the dude was literally going through like a roller coaster of pain.
No, I got hit in the liver before. That shit's not fun.
Yeah, I felt good body shots, but thank God I haven't been hit like flush on the liver like that.
And he was up against the wall crazy, so that's even worse.
Yeah. He was like, I heard he was throwing up and all. Like that's a real reaction. Like
he said he threw up blood and shit.
Yeah, what?
He said Ryan said that he threw up blood. He's throwing up blood.
And
they called the ambulance.
Marquez hit somebody on the liver too.
Oh yeah, bro.
On the corner, the nigga spit up blood.
Yeah. I seen that. Bad job.
That was real. Like, because one of my homies had actually sent me that shit. He was like, bro, he draws. So I'm like, let me see. Cause I don't be paying attention to Ryan all like that. So I seen it, John. I'm like, yo, he was like, you think that shit? I think my homie asked if that shit was capped. So I said that definitely wasn't capped. Like that was not capped, bro. That was a real reaction.
Bro, that nigga went down. He went on his knees real quick, then started clinging onto Ryan's leg.
He literally had no idea.
He didn't know what to do. He
literally lost sight of what he was doing. Like that get hit on the liver has got to be one of the most painful experiences that you could have.
But that nigga wrapped his arms and legs around Ryan's leg.
They say you literally get paralyzed, like you temporarily paralyzed. Like I've seen people get stopped at the body in fights and talk about how they can't move legs.
Bro, that nigga was saying he couldn't stand up all the way. He was like, I can't stand up all the way.
Yeah.
He was like, hunched over.
Ryan shouldn't have did that, bro. That's real irresponsible. Like when you can't be hitting untrained people like that, bro, to the body. Like
he wanted to get hit. He wanted to get hit though.
Yeah, but
He
There's
signed up
fighters,
for that.
there's fighters who be like, who get approached by people to punch them, and it's like, bro, I'm not doing that shit.
Nah, facts. Ryan's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
dumbass nigga.
Yeah, Ryan be really hitting them fucking streamers, bro. I seen how the way he was loading up on that tranny on that body shield. He was trying to earth her.
Nah, that was no body shield. Oh man.
Bro, he threw like 3 punches. Bro, he threw them bitches with all his might.
Nah, he threw like
All his might.
a good 4 or 5.
Bro, it was like one of the last ones he threw. This nigga turned his whole body into the shot. Like he sat down, turned the whole shot over. I'm like, bro, why
He threw
you?
that shit like his career depended on it.
Yeah, like ain't never throw a punch like that against Rolly, but you over here trying to hit a tranny out the damn body shield. Like this nigga, he tripping, bro.
Bro, he should have hit India Love like that
Shit. I'd have
with the body shield.
hit India Love like that. Yeah. Let's go, champ. I would have hit India Love like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It wouldn't have been painful though.
I'm the
You
champ.
Mark's
and
wildin'.
you jump. Let's go, champ. That's right. The real champ. Look at you. You up there shivering. Let's go, champ. Why are you running? Why are you running?
Dead ass.
Yo, bro, hopefully Mario Barrios really iced this nigga.
That shit would be hilarious. Like I really don't care, but like that shit would be hilarious, bro.
Nah, keep it a band. If that nigga really ice him off some Pacquiao shit, bro, you're gonna be hyped. You're gonna be hyped, bro.
Bro, if
You're
Mario
not gonna sit there and be like, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. If Mario ice Ryan, that is going to be the funniest shit. Bro, I'm going to laugh my ass off, bro. Well, wait, what is that? It's February what? What is it? February
21st.
Am I gonna have my son that week? Let me see. Ooh, I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm gonna act a fool. Cause sometimes I'll be keeping it quiet. You know what I mean? Just so I don't wake him up. Oh yeah. That's the 3rd weekend of the month. Yeah, I'm about to act a fool. Shit. Y'all see the celebrations I did with my son? I had my son in my arms when they named Chris Eubank the winner over Conor Benn. I was just looking at that shit. I was going crazy. But yo, chat, any last questions before we get up out of here, man? I'm about to go see if my electricity went on in my crib. Shit.
Nigga, Brian Norman Sr. fuck with the wires over there?
Who?
Brian Norman Sr. is fucking with the wires over there at your crib?
I think KO is chewing on one of the wires in the back of my crib.
Nah, he's chewing at the power line that powers the whole block.
Yeah, bro. I think his chin scraped one of the wires and fucked the whole shit up, man.
Yeah, he sneezed next to the power pole and his fucking face swung to the left. Cut the shit right in half like a clean ass slice, like some Wolverine shit, like boom.
Like a fucking machete. Go
Yeah,
through
like a katana.
Yo. Nigga had one of them Kung Lao hats and shit. Just swung at him.
Yeah, that nigga.
Barrios will never get criticized by me ever again if he sleep. Barrios, no, I think you meant to say Ryan. So Ralph said Barrios will never get criticized by me ever again if he sleep Ryan. Barrios could lose his next 50 fights.
That nigga needs a spot in the Mazuma Hall of Fame.
Dead ass, bro. I might send that nigga Barrios a trophy, bro. Dead ass, bro. I got the plug that make trophies and shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and send him one of them Jones. Like, yo, salute, nigga. You forever in the Mazuma Boxing Hall of Fame.
Yo, that should be a category one day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because we got the awards now. We need a Hall of Fame.
Bro, they'd be sick if we did that shit.
Mario Barrios first ballot Hall of Famer. He Ice Brian.
Making the Hall of Fame, bro. A lot of niggas making the Hall of Fame. Niggas gonna be sick.
Yo, Ryan, bro, if he iced Ryan, he's making the Hall of Fame in the Mazuma TV Hall of Fame before anybody else, before Bud, before Usyk, all of them.
Man, Tommy Fury, a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm gonna go ahead and put him there.
All right, nah, we're not doing that. See, I already regret the idea.
The content creator Slayer, Tommy Fury.
Bro, he got a gift against KSI.
No, you didn't. No, he didn't. Don't disrespect Tommy. Don't respect the GOAT like that, man. You know what I'm saying? My boy he took Jake Paul. Oh, that's legendary. Then he went, beat KSI, got him up out of boxing. That nigga don't even want to box no more.
Nah. Taking Jake Paul's O is not legendary. What AJ did was legendary.
Yes, it is.
Nah.
Bro, that nigga Jake Paul swore he was the shit until Tommy beat him, bro. He was sick. You feel me?
AJ broke his jaw.
Yeah, no, bro. I'm not talking about I'm talking about just simply taking the O.
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was phenomenal. Then motherfucking like this nigga Jake Paul allergic to UK niggas.
Nah, he deadass dropped him with a jab though.
Can't beat a UK nigga to save his life.
He dropped Tommy Fury with a jab though.
He was off balance.
Bro.
He was. Go watch him. He was off balance. He wasn't. You thought he was hurt?
No, I'm already knowing he got right up, but still. Good. I'm happy.
Talk about that
I was
shit.
happy, bro. He's ass. Tommy Fury is so ass.
Anthony Joshua going into the Mazuma TV Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Just because you broke that nigga jaw like a popsicle stick, you know what I mean? We gotta respect that.
In two places, gangster.
Yeah, nigga. And Jake Paul already had a huge, like his nigga jaw was big as shit, like on some American Dad shit.
Yo, but real quick, can Canelo be in there just for the Billy Joe Saunders fight alone? Just that one fight?
It's gonna be tough.
Cause he broke that nigga's whole life with one uppercut. That was beautiful. And I knew the fight was over when I was watching that shit. I was like, yeah, it's done.
Let's see. Canelo gonna go into the Hall of Fame for slapping Caleb Plant.
Yeah, that's petty as
fuck. You motherfucker. That type, John.
Yeah, that nigga didn't even know English like that. But I remember the next fight, he was speaking English perfect.
That nigga was after the press conference talking about, no, he punched me. I was cracking the fuck up, bro. That nigga Canelo was dead serious. He called my motherfucker. And I know play but my mom. So this nigga tripping.
No, I'm not gonna lie. You both beat that nigga so bad that nigga learned instant perfect English right after.
That was a solid little era for Canelo, bro. That 168 run that shit was classic.
Nah, facts. When he fought Caleb Plant, my daughter was born that same day on Dogs.
Word?
Yeah, November 6th, 2021 on Dogs.
Damn.
Gangsta.
That's fire. What the fuck is who else going into the Mazuma TV Boxing Hall of Fame? We gonna go ahead and put
Slime up there. Facts.
No, we gonna get to that. I'm talking about. We gotta put Mastermind. Mastermind. That nigga said he smoked. He said he's shooting between his toes on the live.
Yeah, that nigga said he smokes fentanyl, bro, all that type shit, bro. He's goated.
Yeah, bro, that nigga gangster as shit. Who else? Rolly for being Ryan. Oh yeah.
Yep, Rolly for being Ryan.
Bud for saying fuck the WBC. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Caleb Plant for spilling a drink on Ryan Garcia, faggot ass. Let's go, champ. Bud, he getting inducted into the Hall of Fame twice because he bitched T.O. up. when he saw him first and put his arm around him like his son. It was like, oh, I ain't gonna have to. He said, oh, he said, good. I ain't gonna have to beat this nigga ass.
Oh, Subriel for slapping Teo.
We gotta put Keyshawn Davis in the Hall of Fame for knocking out T.O. Senior.
He was the one who snuffed him?
They said that's what they said. They said Keyshawn knocked him out outside the ring for saying racist shit.
Yo, Jermaine Ortiz is going up there after the 31st if he wins.
If he beat Keyshawn.
If he KOs Keyshawn, if they stop that fight, bro, he automatic.
Bro,
Automatic.
Crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. Who else going into the Mazuma TV Hall of Fame?
Miguel for Dickey and Tank.
Turkey for tricking the promoters out of position of power. Report saying Bud made $66 million. He probably did, bro. What you mean? Oh no, he's just speaking in general.
Miguel for Dickey and Tank. He's just a Hall of Fame dick eater.
But there's a few Hall of Fame dick eaters that be in the chat, bro. What's that one nigga name that he be glazing Shakur, bro? Was it Robert Jenkins? That nigga a world-class dick eater, bro. That nigga like a first ballot dick eater. Oh yeah, Bruno Sarase, a first ballot Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah, facts for icing this nigga.
That nigga Ice Munguia. That Munguia came back and cheated against him just to win.
And he didn't even ice him. He won a decision.
There's a few niggas. Yeah, Miguel definitely a dick eater. we gotta put down low boxing.
Down low boxing.
He definitely a dick eater.
Southpaw TV. He's the king of the dick eaters. He pioneered dick eating.
And his girl built like Umaga.
His girl built like a chode.
A chode? Dog, I ain't hear that shit in a minute, bro. I forgot what that is, but I heard that before. That's fucking.
Look it up,
bro. I feel like I'm tired right now, so that's what it is.
That's funny as shit.
Who else? A fucking. Junior said Umaga was too far. Yo, rest in peace, Umaga, bro. But she definitely built like that nigga though. I remember the one time he FaceTimed me, camera flipped by accident. I seen these obese legs. Like I'm talking about like diabetic legs, like swollen at the ankle legs.
Oh,
like,
that's bad.
I knew that bitch wasn't pregnant. Oh yeah. Who else? Who the last slot? Because then we up out of here after that.
In the last slot.
My fault. Let's just say she built like Rikishi then, because he's still alive.
Fucking. If we doing boxers, the last slot me. But if we doing boxers, damn. Oh, Chris Colbert.
Yo,
facts. He's the GOAT, bro. He's the best boxer of all time.
I got this. Watch this.
Watch this. Poof.
Nigga had straight booty in the air, bro.
Yo.
That nigga Ryo hit him with a Roy Jones left hook, bro.
Bro, that shit was hilarious.
That nigga threw that shit from halfway across the ring, and Cobra still ain't see that shit. This nigga whole body stiffened up. Nigga ass just.
Bro, rigor mortis hit him quick.
Bro, that rigor mortis went right to his booty. That shit was. That nigga shit. Nigga, Ryo had that nigga ass poking in that ring. You heard?
Yo, Diddy was loving that shit. That's Diddy's favorite fight. That and the Anthony Joshua versus Dubois
Diddy
fight.
had that shit on loop. Did he have that shit looped on every TV in his crib?
Nah, he had the AJ and Josh, the AJ and Dubois fight on lock.
Yo, that's fucking hilarious. Chris Colbert definitely in the Mazuma TV Hall of Fame, bro. I'm gonna send that nigga Chris Colbert a plaque. I'm like, forget knocked out and having that dirty ass chicken.
For the funniest knockout in boxing history. Watch this.
Funniest knockout in boxing history. That nigga, who was that? Trevor Berbick. When Tyson hit him, nigga got up like 3 times, kept falling. Every time I see that, I be crying, bro.
Yeah, but you also could say that about you. You could say that also about
Zab.
Nah, yeah, Zab Judah and then Montel Griffin and Roy.
Yo,
bro, that nigga was running everywhere.
Yeah, that shit was the bit.
Nah, yo, that fat nigga that fell out the ring, bro. That one fat dude. Oh my god, bro. He got hit with some shit, fell out the ring. You had mentioned,
right?
Yeah, then he got back in.
You know, I just seen him fight. I was his name Joel Cottle. He was he actually know my dad really well. He came to our grand opening when we first opened our gym. That he just fought like 2 weeks ago. Wait, no, last week when I did the in the ring interviews.
Yo, tell that nigga he's my favorite boxer.
Yeah, bro. He got robbed crazy. I thought he got robbed his last fight. They robbed the shit out of him. I'm like, damn, I thought he won and all, and they just gave it to the other boy. I'm like, wow. I thought that shit was crazy, but
bro, if I would have ever fell out the ring like that, I think my career would have been over right there on dogs. I would have just walked. I would have walked right out that fucking arena.
Oh, yo, Junior. All right, this is how we closing out the live. Josue Vargas is a first ballot Hall of Famer in the Mazuma TV Boxing Hall of Fame. This nigga got knocked out so bad he started putting dildos in his booty to pay his bills. That nigga will forever be cemented in Mazuma TV Hall of Fame, bro.
He's in the Mazuma TV Mount Rushmore of losers and shit.
He the only nigga on the Mount Rushmore. It usually be 4 people, and there's just 4 different poses of Josue. So that nigga, he the only one that's on Mazuma TV's Mount.
Nah, it's not even 4 heads anymore. It's just 1 head. It's just him.
Yeah, it's gonna be him, and there's gonna be 3 dildos in the John. This nigga, bro, that nigga got hit with a left hand from Cepeda, got put out, and this nigga got so depressed that he just started fiending for dick. Like I didn't even know that was. Like I didn't even know. Like if that's possible to get that depressed, I hope that shit never hit me.
Bro, you can't even make fun of him, bro. He has CCD, bro. That's wild, and he has cock craving disorder.
This nigga was like, for some reason, I just can't leave it alone. That nigga get an Amazon package with a dildo, and that nigga hit the pack like a box of cigarettes. nigga smacked the bottom of the box like a pack of Newports.
Nah, he headbutts the box with his mouth open.
Oh no.
He's like, watch me make this cock disappear. Wow.
That nigga put the whole package in his mouth and just spit out the box.
Nigga, that nigga, he was eating a ring pop. He was eating a ring pop, but right when he pulled it out, the ring pop was like 10 feet long.
Oh shit.
Bad John.
Nigga said, I ain't gay, I'm depressed. Listen, bro.
Bro.
Cash said he was an oral penis inspector. That's crazy. Lorenzo said nigga got hit so hard it turned him bottle.
Niggas call him the holy maricon.
The holy maricon?
Yeah. That's what they call that nigga.
What Lorenzo be saying? Pato sucio.
Pato sucio.
Lorenzo said, man said he spit out the box. Yeah.
He spit out the box.
That nigga. You ain't hear what I said? I said the nigga put the package in his mouth and spit out the box. That's what he did.
Nigga, that's crazy.
The receipt and everything. This nigga just left the dildo in his mouth. That's a nasty nigga. Cepeda punched the gay into him, bro. I don't never want to fight Cepeda. Keep that nigga away from me. If his punches turn the niggas gay, keep that nigga need to stay retired.
Nah, he's in the Hall of Fame. Zepeda's on the Hall of Fame. He punched niggas so hard he turned them gay.
Yeah, I'm cool.
That's what it
I
is.
pray to
That's
God I never fight a nigga like Jose, bro. Fuck
bro,
that.
that's a bad John, bro.
That nigga Josue be on OnlyFans, putting himself in a pretzel with a dildo in his ass. I'm cool. Any man that put himself in a pretzel, that's a different nigga, bro. That's a different nigga, bro.
What did Lorenzo just say?
Huh?
No, I mean, what this nigga Ralph say? Lucked out, they didn't lose to Cepeda. Oh, facts.
Shit.
He said Regis and Hitchens locked out. They didn't lose to Cepeda. Bro,
That nigga Cepeda, that nigga Josue woke up and was like, penis.
Nigga woke up that Sunday like fuck.
That nigga was like, would you? Josue, are you okay? Do you need some Tylenol? No, some dick will be fine. He's like, what? You know what? Bring the Tylenol.
He's like, yeah, I need like 11 milligrams of cock. Like niggas tweaking out.
Yo, that nigga tripping. Lorenzo said he put himself in a figure four leg lock. They go to town on a dildo.
Yeah, that nigga puts himself in the walls of Jericho and goes to town.
I was about to say that nigga put himself in a Boston crab before he.
Nigga puts himself in a sharpshooter.
That nigga do the swanton bomb on the dick. You heard?
That
That nigga do the Jeff Hardy John. No, what he be doing?
nigga be like, just the swanton bomb, just blow, but he lands on his ass. You know, Jeff lands on his back. This nigga lands on his ass.
All the Josue Vargas spoons are brown in his crib.
Oh man. Oh man, the knives too.
It got to be the butter ones. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, there's the steak ones, the big Johns, the cleavers.
All your turkey basters smell like ass, bro. All of them.
Niggas be like, yo, why the Goya? Niggas be like, yo, why the Goya kids smell like shit? Yo,
I thought you was gonna say that nigga put song on the dildo before he suck it.
That's even worse. Yo.
That nigga Bill's about to be paid forever. That nigga Oscar bought $1 million worth of videos from that nigga.
Yo. They used to collab.
That nigga be sniffing Oscar thong on God.
Nah, they did that. They just be ramming butts with a double-ended dildo. They be wilding.
They be ramming butts. That's crazy. You're gonna see why they call me the golden boy.
You're gonna see me.
And I have a golden ass.
I have a golden ass.
That's how he talk. Fuck. I wax well, but I take it even better.
He's like Josue, uppercut my colon. Yo.
This is not boxing.
This is
He said this
is docking.
no. This is not boxing. I hit, but I love to get hit. I love to get hit too.
From the back.
It has to be from the back. It's no other way, Holmes. Lorenzo said they be booty clashing. That's crazy. Oscar got a lifetime subscription to his OnlyFans. Facts. Them niggas be on that nigga Oscar be on Only Dance. That nigga it gotta be niggas on there.
Yo, bro, I'm crying. That nigga be on Grinder. Nigga be on Grinder tweaking out. I have a niggas. I have a golden ass.
Bro. Oh yeah, I'm trying to tell
You don't remember that picture of Tio when he was pulling up to Oscar's house with 2 duffel bags?
Yeah, that nigga was staying the night.
Mm-hmm. That's why he keeps talking about Jigama.
Oscar got a drawer. He got a drawer filled with stiff ass socks.
You ever seen The Dictator? The movie The Dictator?
Nah, like I don't.
Bro, that nigga had a picture of like a collage of pictures of all the celebrities he fucked. Like, bro, there was even animals on there, right? That's how Oscar has this shit. He just has a whole list of boxers, trannies, just weird shit. He got Teo up there, Josue Vargas, the whole Vargas.
Lorenzo said Oscar be like, my chin is strong, but my ass is stronger.
I have a solid chin.
You think my chin could take a hit?
Watch how strong my colon is. My prostate is undefeated.
You think my chin could take a punch? Wait till you see what my ass does. Yo,
nigga said, I might have losses, but my asshole is undefeated.
Yo, this nigga's asshole is undefeated.
I finished guys in the first round.
My ass has a gold medal too. Actually, my gold medal is there right now. It fit perfect. Like, Oscar, you got your gold medal with you? Yes, I have it. Where is it?
Hold on. Let me fart.
I have to go to the bathroom. I could get it, but I have to go to the bathroom.
I have to get it. I can get it, but I just have to wait till I pass gas.
It's in my drawers. It's in my underwear.
It's in. All right. This nigga's crazy.
Yo, you gotta chill. I'm gonna get up out of here, bro.
All right, bro.
I'm bugging the fuck out. We nigga did a whole half-hour segment talking about these niggas playing with their booty. That's crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and show love. Y'all appreciated the boxing talk, the entertainment, the reactions. Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe button, man. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,400 mark. We well into the 3,300 mark. About to hit that 3,400 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mind for making this possible. I'll be back at y'all with another live tomorrow to discuss the weigh-ins between Raymond Muratalla and Andy Cruz. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be giving our final predictions, all that good shit. You feel what I'm saying? But until then, hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.